Perfect.
Good afternoon and welcome to another season of high school football. Today we bring you action between District 3 Harrisburg High School and District 12 LaSalle College High School from Severance Field in Harrisburg. My name is Bob Long. Oliver Gomez, senior at LaSalle College High School, is with me, as well as Tyler Kern, class of 2012, first-team All-Catholic defensive end from his time in the blue and gold. Gentlemen, welcome back. It feels like the dawn of a new age that feels different for both LaSalle and Harrisburg. For LaSalle, it's a new age that starts with Brett Gordon, an old friend of the program and maybe the greatest quarterback in the history of the program, returning to lead this team. For Harrisburg, it's a program that has been right at the mountaintop many, many times. 3 straight state semifinals. They went to a state final 2 years ago, but they'll look a little bit different. Sean Lee will not be eligible this year. We'll get into that. 2 running backs have transferred in for this program that will play high-end Division I football. But Tyler, I'm going to turn to you now and ask about this LaSalle program. It is a new beginning with Brett Gordon, but of course with some inklings of the past.
Yeah, of course. It's really nice to have that network, especially with my time there. We had, Brett heavily involved with the offense. We had Coach Steinmetz as a defensive coordinator, and of course Drew Gordon as the head coach at the time. So it's kind of all connecting, and it seems like there was a good passing of the torch here. I'm really excited for what Brett brings to this LaSalle offense. I think we're going to see some dynamic passing, and I'm excited to see what they can do.
Oliver Gomez is with us here. The junior class is what they talk about for this LaSalle program. Gavin Sidwar at quarterback, and then you have Joey O'Brien at wide receiver. There are some others in that junior class, but you think about those two, the plaudits that those two have gotten on the national stage. But right now, it's their time to shine on the high school football field.
Yeah, this is their big year. High expectations coming into high school, but this year, the growth of them two has been bigger than any year before. Gavin Sidwar looks so much better in practices. He looked great warming up today. We know how fun Joey O'Brien is to watch, so this team is going to be good. They're better than last year, coming off of the District 12 state final, or state semifinal, against St. Joseph Prep. But this team's going to be better. It's going to be so fun to watch. I think this is a great test to start off their season against a really good Harrisburg side, and they got something to prove this year.
Yeah, they sure do. Harrisburg, you mentioned how talented this Harrisburg team is. Well, they're going to be led by a new quarterback, Mikhail Schenk, who came over from Trinity. Up until a week ago, many thought that there was still a chance that Sean Lee could come back for his 4th year here with Harrisburg. A District 3 appeal did not go through, and certainly with the PIAA, it was a 5-0 vote when it got to Mechanicsburg. We'll get into that story, but the Pitt commit will not play. He's already transferred to play his 4th year at a non-PIAA institution, and so Schenk comes in as just a sophomore, had a lot of high praise over there at Trinity, but now he has to do it at a very high level here at a very proud program. Part of his job will be easy, handing it off to Messiah Mickens and Deontay Sheffy, 2 guys that will play high-level, next-level football. Mickens, Tyler, the #1 junior in the class at the running back position in the United States, and Deontay Sheffy, a Syracuse commit. That will be a challenge for anybody and everybody lining up on the other side of the ball this year.
Yeah, and that's a big question mark for this Explorers defense. How does the trenches line up? Really looking forward. I know, there's some new blood out there. But excited to see what a new defensive coordinator can bring and see how they match up against, some excellent talent in Harrisburg.
And the guy leading the way, Oliver, is Kevin Brown, the left tackle for Harrisburg High School, already a Penn State University commit because of his incredible sophomore season and certainly his incredible size and mass. What he can do, good leverage, can move well with his feet. That's going to be a challenge, not just the challenge of the running backs, but of course how challenging Kevin Brown can be going downhill. We'll now pause for the national anthem. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Lots of other high school football programs had their start just last night. Some programs have to wait for Saturday. It's a long wait, Tyler. You know, you did it at a high level. You did it on a state championship winning team. What is that like to go from end of the season and make your way all the way to August when you have some high expectations ahead of you the next year?
Yeah, I mean, from an outside perspective, there's a lot of work that goes into it, from the weight room, starting, usually a couple weeks after the season ends, all the way up through training camp, through two-a-days, and just, getting a feel for, your responsibility, getting a feel for your coach. A lot needs to happen in what seems like a lot of time, but really not long at all. I think we're going to see some rust here on both sides of the ball, to be expected. New quarterback with Harrisburg as of the other day, and, new coaching staff with the Explorers. Some familiar faces with Sid Ward leading the offense. Really expecting him to shine today.
We'll get a look here at the coin toss at midfield here at Severance Field. This is the campus of the old John Harris High School. Many years ago, two schools merged into one, and Severance Field has been here for a very, very long time. It is one of those gridirons that is legendary here in the state of Pennsylvania. Some terrific games have been played, some terrific players. The one that jumps to the top of mind, of course, Micah Parsons, who's playing defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys, was a standout at Penn State. He got his start, at least his high school finish, I should say, here at Harrisburg High School. This Harrisburg Cougars team has all the expectations in front of them. Three-time District 3 6A champs. That's 3 consecutive, by the way, and 5 since Cal Everett took the head job here at Harrisburg High School. There will be a couple of terrific games for Harrisburg. It doesn't get any easier after this one. Not that they're looking ahead, but maybe you wouldn't blame them as they play Bishop McDevitt in game number 2 and then State College in game number 3, two Mid-Penn Commonwealth teams. Bishop McDevitt moved up to the Commonwealth Division of the Mid-Penn this year for the first time since 2009. So again, you wouldn't blame anybody from Harrisburg for looking ahead. LaSalle is an 11-11 team in the last 2 years, but the talent tells a different story. The culture here with this new coaching staff tells a different story. But none of it matters, Oliver, until they put the toe to the leather, and that's what we're about to do right here on a Saturday in August. Harrisburg dressed in the black. They have the gold numbers with the white trim. I'm sorry, beg your pardon, the silver numbers and silver helmets. There's LaSalle with the gold. Everything looks gold under the bright Harrisburg sunshine here today. They got white tops and bottoms with navy blue numbers. Back deep to receive, Jimmy Dolan and Julian McFadden, two that will factor into the wide receiver core this year as well.
I like the Explorers won the toss. They elected to receive, get that ball in their hands, see what this offense can do.
Darwin Lopez, the right-footed kicker, has his hand in the air. Just waiting to let this thing go and get the season started for Harrisburg and LaSalle underway in the opening week. McFadden from the 14-yard line. McFadden cuts it up the field, and LaSalle will get good starting field position at the 36. Let's meet the starters on offense for LaSalle. Across the line, Grayson McHugh. We'll talk a lot about him. 6'8", 255 pounds. That's a position change for him. Chris Berneski at left guard. Seamus Pinkerton, a program guy. First varsity experience for him. He'll play center. Andrew Swords, the sophomore sensation at 6'2", 270 at right guard. And Jacob Jackson at the right tackle position at 6'2", 250. Three wide out. As Gavin Sidwar, the quarterback, stands in, delivers over the middle. They're really excited about this guy. That is J.P. Oates in there on the catch. Another position change. We talked about McHugh. J.P. Oates will line up in almost exclusively tight end looks this year.
Seems like still Sidwar has a lot of familiar names to throw with. So he's building some rapport the last couple of years.
2nd down and 1 is Sidwar. Little hesitation move coming back the other way. Nice hitch on the outside. And the first catch of the year for Joey O'Brien. We'll get another look. Tail end of that play. Close for Berneski there, who was close to getting past the line of scrimmage. That ball was caught by O'Brien beyond the line. But a 1st down and 10 ball on their own side of midfield. Des Ortiz will play in the backfield wearing number 5. Josh Simmons will see some time in a backup role today as well. Faking the give to Ortiz. A slant route, and coming back for the football is O'Brien. The Alabama offered and verbally offered young man makes a heck of a play across the middle.
Yeah, O'Brien showing his strong hands there, coming back for the ball, making an athletic catch for a large gain.
1st and 10.
J.P. Oates, the new tight end, as we mentioned, lines up in the outside. Brian Christie, the senior, lines up in the halfback position, flanking him. They're going to hand it to Ortiz, and Des Ortiz with a nice gain past the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Yeah, so far, great job by the trenches, keeping Sidwar safe, giving Ortiz a nice hole for a large gain there.
This offensive line is definitely a question mark. You mentioned Seamus Pinkerton making his first start at the center position. It's going to be important. They got to be able to run the football. You saw 3 straight passes out of shotgun to start off the game, but then they get a big gain on the ground, and they're going to need a very traversal game to be able to put one out here.
Officially granted 7 yards on that. Mostly shotgun, we'll see. They'll look to spread them out, but they'll mostly either have Oates and or Christie out there on each play as well. This time a 3 wide out set. And the give again is a delay there for Des Ortiz. He got 2 on the counter, up the middle, slicing through. It'll be 3rd and short. And I think really creativity comes into play here. Likely 4-down territory for this LaSalle team. Aiden Hatfield will be the field goal kicker this year for LaSalle. Not sure that we will see him from what would be a 44-yarder. So 2 plays to get 1 yard.
Yeah, I mean, short yardage situation, you know, you've established that you're able to gain a yard on every play at least. So, you know, wouldn't be surprised to see him take a shot here, but I think they go for the 1st down.
Yeah, in fact, Ortiz very close to that line, almost in a fullback position. They'll hand it to him, and he reaches out. That football. Is the ball loose, or did they call him down?
He was down.
Still no signal in front of us here. And they're now putting the 4th down signal up. That's a good look there on that replay.
Yeah, almost got held up there. But, you know, from my angle behind the camera, looked to well to be down. Looked like his elbow was down.
The fumble recovered by LaSalle.
And our guy Dave Berman is in the public address commentary chair here today. He called that a fumble. I don't believe that was the call on the field. 4th down and 1. They'll go back to the shotgun with 4 wide. Sidwar, that's McFadden in motion. They run the screen, and Joey O'Brien has it and then some. Really well designed play. Oliver executed to perfection.
Yeah, rush. You saw a blitz. Harrisburg coming in hot on Gavin Sidwar, stayed composed, got the give to his guy. Joey O'Brien got a good gain, got the 1st down, and this drive's still going as they enter the red zone.
Great job kind of with that motion, forcing the defense to go right. Sidwar does a great job faking it, goes back left. Just great execution all around.
And that was Grayson McHugh at 6'8", 255, getting downfield. He's got that great footwork from basketball. They got high expectations for him on the offensive line. Sidwar rolls to his right. Flyers one for Julian McFadden. Touchdown LaSalle. Another really nice play design, putting some pressure on that Harrisburg secondary. Sidwar drops it in the bucket.
Yeah, just a beautiful ball from Sidwar on the run. Look at that tight spiral. Just perfectly executed.
Great play design by LaSalle, pulling the game all the way to the right. opening up a space near the 5-yard line. Again, great ball by Gavin Sidwar. That's 6 points for the Explorers.
Aiden Hatfield knocks it through, and if there was any question about this program that maybe had stalled just a little bit after the 2021 Philadelphia Catholic League Championship and upset of St. Joe's Prep, a statement has been made reverberating across the state of Pennsylvania. Bear in mind, of course, guys, we haven't even seen this Harrisburg offense with the 2 Power 5 running backs, but that's a heck of a drive to start things off. It takes 3 minutes and 29 seconds to put 7 on the board.
Yeah, I really like that decision to, after winning the toss, to receive the ball, show what this offense has, getting large gains on pretty much every play except that almost fumble, and just taking it to the house.
So now we'll see Hatfield kick this deep. And back deep to receive for Harrisburg is Quincy Brannon. We'll talk a lot about Brannon over the course of the day, a guy who will play both defensive back and wide receiver. Defensive back, in many ways, his best position, although he caught 9 touchdowns on 40 receptions for 630 yards last year. And they angle it away from Brannon. Not a bad idea. And LaSalle has all types of white uniforms in there. They'll wrap them up at the 12-yard line by number 49, Colton McAleer.
Just a flood of gold helmets got down there.
McAleer will see a lot of time on this defensive side of the football for LaSalle as well. He'll split time with Cooper Heilig at an interior linebacker position. On the defensive side, Grayson McHugh, Andrew Swords, Jamel Williams will see the majority of the snaps up front. Julian McFadden and Joey O'Brien are the outside cornerbacks. And this is Mikhail Shank in the shotgun. He hands it off, and it's going to be that 2-headed monster all day long for Harrisburg High School. That time, it looked like number 9. That might be someone else wearing number 9. Perhaps not. Nehemiah Ewell, that's what it reads on our roster, and that's what Dave Berman cascaded from the public address here today. So that's the 3rd running back that we'll see for Harrisburg. Shank flips this one out wide. Screen pass caught by Elias Koch. Beg your pardon, that's number 7, Quincy Brannon. We talked about Brannon before, 40 receptions last year, playing both sides of the football, and got enough for the first down there.
Yeah, 2 plays in a row, a lot of open field in front of where that football ended up. That last run, you could drive a Mack truck through that hole, so see if the defense can reel it in.
Deontay Sheffy checks into the game. He's wearing number 4. Keep an eye out for Mickens when we see him, number 2. Elias Koch, a tremendous wide receiver as well, wearing number 1 here today. And that's Kymere Williams in motion. The give, and it's number 8 for LaSalle coming up with a big stop. Got some help on it. That's the West Virginia commit, Chris Filippo.
Yeah, great job by Filippo setting that edge. Getting a wide stance, not letting himself being able to get juked out there and securing the tackle.
A quick moving first quarter here. Mickens is going to split out to the slot area there, and now they'll switch the field. 2 guys in motion for Harrisburg. Shank. He's going to take off with it himself, and LaSalle is all over it. And Jamel Williams came up with the football. They're saying he's down. We'll get another look on the replay. Hard to tell from that replay there, but what you did see, Tyler, was 1 read from Shank in his first real decision to make. And when that was not there, he tucked it. Well, maybe didn't tuck it, held it in one hand, and took off with the football.
Yeah, got to protect that football for sure.
3rd down and 11. LaSalle got back onside. Harrisburg did the same thing on their first defensive set. Just a jump, didn't touch. Referees say not into the neutral zone, so they'll reset. Ticking under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. LaSalle 7, Harrisburg 0. And a bad snap. Schenk has trouble coming up with it, and Dylan Clare comes in there for the sack. Ball is loose. And they are again marking Schenk down.
I would agree with that. Looked like the ground forced the ball out there. Let's see.
Clare in there on the stop, and absolutely right, Tyler. Good eyes from you way up top here. And we'll get the Harrisburg special teams unit onto the field for the first time here today. So Oliver, no doubt, not having Sean Lee out on the field, you saw a couple of times there the inexperience and not having Schenk behind in center very often affect the Cougars.
You talk about a high-pressure start for him. He's got to play well today, I'm sure for his own sake. I mean, such tough shoes to fill, really high expectations for this team, and we just got a little glimpse of him, but he's got a lot of work to do.
A very short punt there for Elias Koch. Certainly you want to keep it away from Joey O'Brien, but it'll be terrific field position here for LaSalle.
Just, only one rep but special teams looks great. Almost blocked the punt there. Defense really looks stout after those first 2 plays. And then offense, we'll see what they can do again. But that first drive, you can't ask for much more.
LaSalle back out for their second drive of the year offensively. Julian McFadden on the near side near us wearing number 3. Had a terrific year last year. And has one-on-one coverage, but Elias Koch, the safety number 1, is shading over that way. You can't blame him. Sidwar across the middle, and he was looking for Oates. He sure had him. A little bit of heat and a little bit high and wide. He was walking in for 6.
Rushed himself a little bit, definitely had time. Oates wide open over the middle of the field. Would have walked in for 6.
LaSalle saw something there, though, Tyler, offensively to exploit.
Yeah, very encouraging to see them kind of adjust after that first offensive outing.
2nd down and 10. That's Brett Gordon over there on the sideline barking out the signals, top left of your screen. First-year head man here at LaSalle. Same play, and this time it's intercepted. Another overthrow, and Harrisburg has a cavalcade of blockers. Sidwar couldn't get him. Finally nudged out of bounds by Grayson McHugh. They got the look they wanted, Oliver, but a mistake from Sidwar sets up the Cougars in great position.
They ran essentially the same play. They had Oates wide open over the middle once again, but I think Sidwar has him read a little bit on more of a post. A little high, just off the fingertips, right into the breadbasket. It's going the other way, and that's a huge momentum shift as LaSalle was all over the first couple minutes. 15 seconds later, we got a whole different ball game.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little high again. Oates hitting that ball into the air, something obviously you want to avoid.
And welcome to the Cougars, Deontay Sheffy. Number 4 comes up with the big pick in his first game. A late substitution comes onto the field for Harrisburg. That's Nehemiah Ewell. Ewell now goes into the slot. 3 wide to the far side of the field. Handoff to Messiah Mickens. Knifes his way through. He got 9 on first down.
The ball carrier, number 2.
Another look. Nice job to wedge there. You got those trench dogs for this Harrisburg team. You look about Kevin Brown, Jyrell Britton, Tavon Williamson. 2 of those guys will play both offense and defense here today. Brown gets the headlines, no doubt about it, Tyler, but Jyrell Britton and Tavon Williamson, terrific. And you put 3 of those guys on a 5-man high school offensive line, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, I can't obviously we only saw a few plays from Harrisburg there, but they obviously have a stout run offense, and I think they got to lean on that.
Timeout on the field. Harrisburg didn't seem too pleased to have to burn it, but nonetheless, moving down the field, maybe a little get-out-of-jail-free card there as they got the interception on really 2 straight balls where Oates was open down the middle. Can they keep it going? This portion of today's game is brought to you by E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. E&M Insurance is owned and operated by Chris Marr, class of 1989, and father of Brendan and Ryan, both Salle alums as well. Located in North Wales, E&M has been servicing the Delaware Valley insurance needs since 1988, built on the principles of providing the best customer service, quality insurance solutions for their customers. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with only a select group of the highest rated insurance companies that have proven their performance over the years. Visit them at eandminsurance.com or on Facebook. Second down, and they call it 2 yards to go. Shank takes the shotgun snap. Ewell has it. Ewell is taken down by Dylan Clare. Could not nudge forward for the first. Needed to get to the 25. Taken down at the 27.
Dylan Clare making his presence known to start off the game. The sack 10, the first drive from Harrisburg, and a big tackle there. And a big third down play coming up.
Another situation where, no doubt about it, 4-down territory. I don't see Elias Koch or whomever else will take the field goals here today, kicking one for what would be, call it 49 yards. 2 in the backfield. Harrisburg has that luxury, no doubt about it. Handoff. Have to get to the 30. I don't think he did. Cooper Heilig in there on the stop, and the initial spot has him a half yard short.
Low score first down. Tackle made number 4. Ball carrier number 4, Deontay Sheffy.
So Sheffy got a half yard short.
4th down and inches.
Great job by the Explorers the last 2 plays in a short yard situation. Let's see if they can do it again. You have to expect run here.
And it's Messiah Mickens alone in the backfield alongside Mikhail Shank, the quarterback. 4 wide. Hand off to Mickens, and with the second effort, first down Harrisburg. Big early play here in this first quarter.
Just a great job by Mickens. Lunging over with that second effort, a bunch of Explorers helmets.
They had him shut down. Last second, Mickens, you see his head pop up over the pile, and he gets enough. This drive keeps going.
And you can see there, it's by 1 length of the football that he got the first down.
That offensive line was very close together, almost like a wedge formation like you'd see with the tush-push from the Eagles.
Now 2 more backs in the backfield. Toss sweep for Deontay Sheffy. Cuts it back well just to get to the line of scrimmage and then got 1. Boy, LaSalle is flying into the backfield, and you wonder, Cal Everett, as talented as he is as a head coach, Tyler, he might have a little bit of misdirection in his back pocket.
Yeah, I saw that there. Great job cutting up field. Got a block. Thought he was going to get a little more than 1 yard there, but
no doubt LaSalle flying around defensively early on.
yeah, very encouraging from their run defense.
4 wide for Harrisburg. Shank over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown. A big-time throw for Mikhail Shank. Jayon Lewis, the junior wideout, catches it at the post. 7-6. A beautiful pitch and catch.
A lot of game on the ground on that drive from Harrisburg. Shank with the very poor first drive, but he comes in. His first big play in the uniform. It's a nice pass over the middle, and we're pending the extra point to see if we got a 7-7 ball game.
Lewis on to attempt the PAT. Drives it low. And they got nothing yet. They say good.
There was a long stare between those refs there.
Keep an eye on that bottom hand side of the left side of the post as we see it. Boy, I don't know. It's hard to tell. We certainly don't have the angle. Do we have any more looks at it? Not quite. But 7-7 is the score here in Harrisburg.
And just a couple costly mistakes from that Explorers offense. Costly mistakes being the same mistake twice. Just, I don't know if it was a lack of communication on route or a lack of execution from Sidwar, but kind of expected first game of the year. See if they can shake off the rust and get back at it.
1 minute, 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. A good one. We expected it to be so. What do you think? Has Harrisburg made an adjustment over the middle, or do they go right back to it?
I'm not sure.
That's why they play the games. That's why we bring you on for color commentary, Tyler.
And camera work.
Always. Julian McFadden cuts it up the middle, and more good starting field position for LaSalle up to the 33-yard line, where the offense will start once again.
I got to give kudos to the special teams. Usually you have, a bunch of underclassmen trying to get a roll. A lot of the effort, great execution from this Explorer special teams.
Certainly we have heard the Harrisburg band here today. LaSalle's band sounds good on the other side of the field as well. LaSalle in white, Harrisburg in black. First down and 10. A note or two early there from the Harrisburg band, and not a note too late for that front four. Gets in there on the stop to take down Des Ortiz.
Yeah, it looked like a delayed draw there. Great job by Harrisburg defensive line penetrating and making the tackle for a short gain.
Ewell makes the stop, the 190-pound linebacker. Second down and 8. Chris Filippo onto the field in a slot receiver role. Part of Brett Gordon's push to get the best athletes on the field. Doesn't matter what side of the ball. McFadden cuts it upfield and gained about 5. Out to the 40-yard line, need to get to the 43 for a first down.
Not a bad place to be. 3rd and 3, it looks like. Explorers executing a bit of a wind for right to left for Sidwar, but adjusted pretty well there.
34 seconds left. Clock stopped here. Could be the last play of the first quarter. Do they go to the ground? Do they go to the air? It's been very proficient through the air for Sidwar, who can make every throw on the field. Forcing Harrisburg without Lee on the defensive side of the ball, which I don't think people are talking about enough, to defend sideline to sideline. They do go back to the air. Quick out. It's caught by O'Brien. Makes one miss. Joey O'Brien inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Ball came out. And it's LaSalle football. They did call that a fumble, but O'Brien came up with it again.
Kind of interesting the clock didn't run there, but looked like a bit of chaoticness in the Harrisburg backfield there. It looked like there was a question of roles and responsibilities. It got a bunch of guys bunched up on the near side towards us.
I like that word. Some may say chaos.
Yeah, chaos, chaoticness.
Chaoticness. First down and 10.
Already off to some strong Tylerisms.
That's what people come to watch.
I hope not.
So now they are addressing the clock situation. It did not start from 34. It would have kept running after they reset the chains. And I believe they're going to put 20 on the clock.
Oh.
20 is correct.
Filippo lining up as a wide receiver these past 3 plays. That was not on my bingo card tonight. He's a massive presence. So, I mean, you mentioned having your best athletes out there, but seeing him in the wide receiver position is not something I expected to see.
Josiah Johnson comes onto the field. Big boy. Playing nose guard. 6'3", 340.
Prototypical high school nose guard, I would say.
Certainly will fill the gap. Des Ortiz got to make one miss on the outside and nudges forward for a couple of yards. Great job flying from the defensive secondary for Harrisburg. Didn't make the initial stop, but that cornerback over there did a really good job, Tyler, giving other guys time to get in there and closing down the space.
Taking an Ortiz stiff arm to the face. Did a great job.
So that is it here for the first quarter. A good one thus far between LaSalle and Harrisburg. It's 7 apiece. This portion of today's game brought to you by David Seawee. With over 17 years of experience in the industry, David is dedicated to providing exceptional service and expertise to help you navigate the complexities of buying, selling, or renting a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, or looking to sell, David's extensive knowledge and commitment to client satisfaction ensures a seamless and successful real estate journey. Serving the eastern part of PA from Philly through Lehigh Valley and the Poconos to New Jersey, including the Jersey Shore in Maryland, he's there to assist you every step of the way. Explore his website to find valuable resources, listings, and insights. And feel free to reach out with any questions or to start your real estate adventure today. Stay with us here on Bob Long Sports.
More and more luxury vehicle buyers are choosing Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove for the easy, no-pressure atmosphere. Whether you buy online, in person, or a little of both, Faulkner Infiniti makes it easy and affordable to drive world-class luxury. Choose from the new QX60, full-size QX80, or the innovative QX50. Faulkner always has a great selection in stock, ready for delivery. Come find out for yourself why more people choose Faulkner Infiniti. To be sure.
Second quarter action here on Bob Long Sports. Thanks for joining us. Bob Long, Tyler Kern, and from WEXP, LaSalle College High School senior Oliver Gomez. LaSalle has a second down and about 10. Need to get to the Harrisburg 30-yard line for a first down. They've been proficient through the air, and they'll continue to do so. Sidwar taken down. Messiah Mickens comes out of the linebacker core to make the stop.
The hole opened up for Mickens. The play developed. He had a clean route right through the quarterback. Takes it nowhere Sidwar can go. Tries to step up, but it's a good play by Mickens.
Tyler, by far the longest it's taken Sidwar to get the ball out. When you have guys on the other side that can get to the quarterback as well as Harrisburg can, that's going to happen.
Yeah, need a hot route. Get that ball out quickly.
And so now it's third down and 14. Can still think about 4 downs, 2 more downs to get there. First down line to gain is at the 30. Sidwar rolls, flag comes in, throws it deep, and a flag comes in on the backside.
As it should have.
Offsetting penalties, bails out LaSalle.
That's huge.
One more look. Had Kymere Williams had any sense that there was a flag in the backfield, he would not have held up McFadden the way he did.
Yeah, this play was done. A hold as Sidwar rolled out to his right. It looks like they're going to pick up the flag.
Dave Berman is trying to figure that out. Public address announcer, as we said. And so we don't have a call right now. I think they still have the third down marker. I didn't see. Here we go. White hat. Holding against the offense.
Oh, they picked up the pass interference. Interesting.
And now they're asking Cal Everett whether he wants to accept the penalty and take the yardage or to take the down as counted and send LaSalle to fourth down. Very, very difficult to understand how that flag was picked up.
Decline.
So they decline the penalty. It'll be fourth down. And on comes the punt unit for LaSalle. Big call there in the secondary.
Or a lack of a call.
Yep. Hatfield back deep to punt. 2 back to receive for Harrisburg. A wobbly one which should take a hop, and it's hits Harrisburg. LaSalle's on it. LaSalle has the football, And the Explorers get a break. One more look. No doubt about it. And it looks like Kymere Williams, number 3, that it hit for Harrisburg. LaSalle had 3 gold helmets in the area. Sidwar in the offense back out on the field.
Yeah, just a bad mistake when you're on that punt return team. You hear, whatever the call is, you get the heck out of that area.
First down and 10. Ball from the 15. Oliver, not to be unexpected. First time either of these teams are out. Yeah, it's a game between likely 2 of the better teams in the state, but first time either of these teams have seen live action. Couple of mistakes on both sides. Can LaSalle take advantage? Sure can. Toe tap. Julian McFadden runs the out, and because of the one-on-one coverage out there, Tyler, the cornerback had to give McFadden a lot of respect.
Yeah, I mean, McFadden making that look easy. Just, professional 2 feet in toe tap. Only needs 1.
And again, it was Kymere Williams in there defending one-on-one. Gain of 11, ball to the 4. First down and goal. Ortiz hit at the line and gets forward maybe for 1 yard. They give him no gain. Second down and goal from the 4.
Ortiz definitely got a full head of steam in that pistol formation, but hit a wall of silver helmets.
Ortiz was unbelievable in the scrimmage against Neshaminy. This is a little bit of a different caliber of opponent. You wonder if LaSalle goes back to the air here, but again, in a very condensed area of the field. This is where you have the size of Joey O'Brien that can stand out amongst all these defenders. And he missed through it again, high and way too strong. Was looking for his fullback, Brian Christie, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, some good deception there. It looked like from the start that was going to be a run play. Unfortunately, as you said, Bob, just a bit of an overthrow.
It was pretty good coverage by Harrisburg as well. You certainly saw J.P. Oates back there, but would have had to have been a teardrop. They had good coverage
Keep it
in
out
the
of
zone.
Trouble. Cannot give up an interception here.
$9:51 to play here in this second quarter. Sidwar, lob, fight for it, and that's really good defense by Kymere Williams. 4th down and goal. Decision time for LaSalle. And this Harrisburg defense has bent but not broken now twice.
That will certainly come into play as this game develops.
21-yarder from the middle of the field for Aiden Hatfield.
21-yard attempt.
Good snap and hold. Hatfield bangs it through for 3. And LaSalle will take a 10-7 lead. But boy, you feel if you're on the Harrisburg side, maybe came out a little sleepy. And you haven't really been able to stop LaSalle. What could be 21-7 is 10-7 with one of the most prolific offenses in the state getting the football back.
Yeah, obviously Harrisburg is, as we anticipated, showed proficiency in the run. And, even a surprise pass there for their 7 points, or their 6 points.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Great American Pub. Great American Pub is a terrific place to get a burger and a drink with family and friends with 3 locations, Phoenixville, Wayne, and my personal favorite, Conshohocken, with the rooftop deck. Great spot to hang out for your next big party. Thanks to Chuck Hempshire and the whole Hempshire family for supporting what we do. Hatfield will kick it deep. Serenaded by the music of the Harrisburg band here on this side, which seems to have no problem, Tyler, starting her a little early. Just a hair. With the left boot. Shoves it towards the near sideline. Well done. Here's Brannon. Brannon makes one miss. And Brannon's out to the 38. Really good job by the special teams for the Cougars of Harrisburg.
Yeah, that ball almost looked like it was going out of bounds. Great job by Brennan to make kind of something from nothing there, using his speed to get up the line.
Brennan, a senior contributor for multi-years now, will be a big part of this program throughout this season as well. Comes up just a little bit gimpy after that tackle. He'll get looked at by the terrific training staff here for Harrisburg. LaSalle's training staff here today as well. How about a thank you for the athletic trainers that take great care of these young men and student athletes. Laid onto the field is Makai Jackson, the senior at 6'2". He'll line up in the slot. Two running backs alongside the quarterback, Mikhail Shank, the sophomore transfer from Trinity. Ewell is hit and dropped after a gain of about 2 yards.
Ball carrier number 9,
And Nehemiah Ewell was wrapped up there by number 76, Danny Lawyer. Tyler, you'll remember Lawyer from last year. He's put on some pounds. There certainly has been a commitment to the weight room in this offseason for this LaSalle football program.
Yeah, you love to see it. Foundation for the entire football team, but especially the trenches where strength and size is key.
9 minutes to play here in this second quarter. Severance Field, the venue for this opening matchup of the season for both of these teams. They fake the give, flip it outside to Deontay Sheffy. This is where he is special. Gets to the outside and picks up the first down. Needed 8, got 9, right to the midfield stripe.
Yeah, just a well-executed play, showing some athleticism, some deception, and a first down.
He wore maroon last year for State College. He's transferred here to the black and silver, and soon enough he'll look really good in orange. Syracuse orange commit. And you think about that, Tyler, this whole backfield for Harrisburg. Transfers, 2 from Trinity, and then Sheffy, who has the ball now from State College. And he picked up about 6 yards. Running off the left guard. Second out.
A little bit of chippiness on the sideline here. Harrisburg sideline looking for a flag against the Explorers.
Nathaniel Ewell did a great job, number 9. He comes off maybe a little dinged up there, but got to the second level, laid that block against Cooper Heilig, and did a terrific job opening up the well.
Something we got to watch as this game develops and this D-line gets tired. Those runs are going to start becoming chunk plays.
And a flag on the play. Motion against Harrisburg.
Flag on the play.
Beg your pardon, by the way, with 8:03 to play. Recognize we just updated our scoreboard to say second quarter. Hopefully you guys have followed along and understood when we switched sides of the field and everything else. But now our digital scorebug follows suit. Sheffy comes off the field, number 4. And that's the other thing, Tyler, not just the talent, but the depth and the ability to throw Mickens in there for 3-4 plays, feed the hot hand. And when he needs a breather, okay, another Power 5 running back coming at you. 2nd and 8. Shank, quick out, and he couldn't make the play. Good defense there by number 12, and that's Eddie Sutter. Tyler, you'll remember Sutter from last year, made some big catches in the wide receiver corps. Was looking for a position this year. Certainly Nick Swanson got healthy at the end of the year. Jimmy Dolan in the mix. And those 2 terrific wideouts and Oates that we mentioned. At some point, you just run out of touches.
Yeah.
Sutter bought in, realized, hey, I can contribute in the secondary, use my athleticism there, and he's doing a terrific job. 3rd down and 8. Another quick out. Elias Koch is wrapped up after a gain of 3. And Oliver, that looks like a play you draw up when you know you have another down after. It'll be 4th and 6.
Yeah, that's 2 straight plays. Try to get to the outside. Well done by the LaSalle defense. Offense not going anywhere for Harrisburg, though.
4th down and
Really interesting. Almost the same play 3 times in a row if you include that motion that was called back.
4th down and 6. Need to get to the 40-yard line of LaSalle for a first. Mickens in the backfield along with Shank. Shank steps up, fires, toe tap, and caught. What a play by Elias Koch.
That's a great catch.
Koch, one of the best wideouts in his class. high interest from some big-time schools. That's a great job of cutting off your route, Tyler, coming back to the football, helping out your quarterback.
Yeah, Explorers aren't the only ones capable of that toe tap. Just a great pass, great execution on a key 4th down.
Koch with 12 touchdown catches last year on 45 catches total and 850 yards. Well, this is what we expected, Oliver. I'll tell you what, 2 teams playing at a high level. Couple mistakes early on, no doubt about it. But this one will be close, and it'll come down to those key, timely plays. Harrisburg got one there, but they'll be backed up by 5 yards. But they got the timeout first. Harrisburg got the timeout. 1st down and 10 coming up with 7:09 to play. This portion of today's game brought to you by CJO, Design and Construction, landscape contractor in the Philadelphia area. They can help you with a wide range of projects that you might have around your home, including, but not limited to, they can resoil and put mulch down. They can beautify your gardens. They can clean up your brush and the trees around your home. They could put in a hardscape patio for you. They could put in a pool. So anything you're looking to do when you're hoping to beautify your home, maybe spend more time at home and entertain family and friends, Chad Ormond and CJO Design and Construction are the folks to call. Reminder, folks, to follow us and subscribe on YouTube at Bob Long Sports, just right where you're watching the game. In fact, right at the bottom of the screen there, you should be able to hit subscribe. And please, we appreciate everything that you do for us. It keeps us going, gives you access to when we're going live. And so make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And also make sure you follow LaSalle Sports, LaSalle WEXP on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. 1st and 10. Handoff to Mickens. Mickens up the middle. Grayson McHugh punched the football loose, and he got it back. Messiah Mickens, right place, right time as the ball bounces to him while he's on his back.
What a great play by Mickens. This ball punched out. A great reaction from him. He's going to the ground. The ball pops up towards his chest. He's able to corral it. That's not easy to do, not easy to recover from that.
McHugh is in there on the initial contact. I think Dylan Clare actually punched it out. 2nd down and 8. Clock ticking, 6 minutes, 35 seconds to play. Shank barks out the instructions, now takes the shotgun snap. LaSalle able to pick up his first read. He throws it away. It did not get past the line of scrimmage, and that is a good call by that official. There's a flag in the secondary as well.
Little extracurriculars on the far sideline. I'm not sure who initiated it, but we have a flag of the 15.
Ball didn't get past the line. I didn't have a receiver anywhere near that area. The white-hatted official, the crew chief, had his flag out of his pocket and now might be talked out of that flag.
That wouldn't be the first time today.
And Brett Gordon has his hands on his head. He cannot believe it. So the pass interference is going to be called against Harrisburg. See, here's why that's huge, is because loss of down accompanies what would have been intentional grounding. So yes, LaSalle will benefit from the offensive pass interference in the secondary, but it'll still be the same down, albeit a longer distance. LaSalle would have been thrilled to take, of course, loss of down and distance.
Yeah, really, not something you really see too much on the high school level or any level, really, seeing flags getting picked up like that. Granted, a flag was never thrown, but
It's against the penalty.
By textbook definition, intentional grounding.
Yeah, that play was supposed to be a screen pass, but LaSalle had it all red. Saw Shank start to pump towards it, but having to pull the brakes.
Yeah, they had the numbers there, thankfully, because Shank was actually in a great place. One defender, one receiver could have turned it upfield. Sorry, Bob.
No, still hasn't gotten past his first read, Tyler, and that's something to keep an eye on as the day goes along. 2nd down and 18. Takes the snap. Again, first read, flips it out, could not be completed. Intended for Kymere Williams.
Still have 2 downs, though.
3rd and
But if LaSalle can stop it within, say, 4 or 5 yards, I would not be surprised to see the punt unit come out.
3rd down, 18.
Right, difference between 3rd and 2 from the 45 and 3rd and 18 from the 45.
10, Cougars 7.
3rd down and 18 yards to go. They need to get to the 27-yard line for a first down. Shank, screen pass, and that was dangerous. That was a fastball and a soft toss could have done, intended for Messiah Mickens.
Looks like the punt unit's coming out for Harrisburg.
And can you blame him there? I mean, Shank just looked a little out of sorts on that particular possession there, Tyler. 4th and 18, that's a lot to put a sophomore first-year starter into. A guy that didn't know if he would be starting on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, little scary, high traffic throw there. You know, actually kind of a favorable outcome for Harrisburg.
Joey O'Brien back deep to receive. His heels on the 10. Low snap. Got the punt off and just whipped it out of bounds. That may have not gotten past the line of scrimmage, which was the 45. The official will creep right up to the 45-yard line, and maybe they should have gone for it on 4th down because that's where LaSalle will start.
Did they take a loss there?
Right at the 45. I think it was on the nose, right at the line of scrimmage.
That's the second punt I've seen where Explorers have been within fingertips of blocking it. Not that it really mattered here, it seems, but.
Well, you think about where the special teams edge has gone, very clearly LaSalle. On LaSalle's one punt, the ball went off a Harrisburg Cougar, and LaSalle recovered. 2 poor punts for the Cougars, and now Des Ortiz with a knife gain for 5, right up the gut.
I feel like that's the first gain on the ground we've seen in a while from the Explorers.
Ortiz, very talented back, Oliver. We saw him last year behind Stevie Davis on to play lacrosse at the University of Pennsylvania, but similar type runners, and a guy that LaSalle will need to be successful this year. Not going to happen that time. Harrisburg's defensive line gets into it, springing up out of the pile, Derek Brown. 3rd down and 5. 5:19 and ticking here from Severance Field. That's the fullback Brian Christie in the backfield along with Ortiz. And Sidwar, who flings it to the sideline. O'Brien turns and gets out of bounds past the first down marker. Gain of 6.
The chemistry between Sidwar and O'Brien so far today has been special. Finding each other all over the field. O'Brien, a couple big plays. He's keeping this drive going.
Bit of a hurry-up offense here.
Trips on the far side of the field. They'll run that screen. Mickens couldn't make the initial play, and Julian McFadden tiptoes the sideline, gained a couple. They really didn't give him much. They gave him 1 yard on the play. Must have stepped out earlier than where that replay picked it up. Kevin Brown comes off the field. We're not going to see many breaks for Brown, who's the Penn State commit going both sides here today, but perhaps an opportunity for LaSalle to take a slightly longer drop. It's a 3-man front for Harrisburg. 2nd and 9, and I think Brett Gordon realizes that as they change the play at the line of scrimmage. Let's see if LaSalle goes deep with this one here, or at least has the option to. Longer step drop. Sidwar steps up, and he's dropped anyway. So you see the idea, but Nehemiah Ewell says, I can still get to the quarterback without Brown on the field. A sack on the play.
Yeah, not the first time we've seen Sidwar running for his life there. Thought he made a little juke. Obviously not the fastest guy out on the field, and just a great job by Harrisburg swallowing up that play.
Again, Oliver, potentially a play you call with another down in mind.
See how they approach this. If they try to go on the ground, get a couple, set up another pass play. They're just going to try to get to the marker here.
Swanson is the receiver on the near side of the field. Sidwar steps up. Clean pocket. Julian McFadden's got to make one miss. And Joey O'Brien did a nice job letting up and not blocking in the back. It sets up a 4th down and 5. And I think almost certainly the offense will stay on the field. Good job right there. He lays off. Saw LaSalle working on that in practice a couple of weeks ago, mostly on the special team side. But Tyler, once you have a guy by you, you let him go.
Yeah.
Nothing good happens.
Explorers are doing a good job with the small details, I would say. Unfortunately, some unfavorable mistakes, I'll call them. But
4 wide. Sidwar, number 7, looks to the sideline. Boston College commit. Junior quarterback. And a timeout. Timeout on the field called by LaSalle with 4 minutes to play, and you can't blame them. It's a big play midway through this second quarter. LaSalle leads 10-7 over the home Cougars of Harrisburg High School. Oliver, tell us what's going on within the halls of LaSalle High School, heading back to school this past week, right?
Yeah, getting back on Thursday. It's great to see everybody again, getting back into the rhythm. Obviously, football games, talk of the town. Everybody wants to come out. Got a couple students trickling in here, but looking forward to the remainder of the season. It's always fun getting the year started with some football games, getting ready for homecoming. It's just a really good culture we have at LaSalle, and just the way that we integrate our athletics into that is just amazing.
Stay tuned as we'll have LaSalle broadcasts all season long, including next week, Oliver, when we head down to Ocean City High School in New Jersey, when LaSalle takes on a very talented Malvern prep team, Jackson Ford amongst some others. Will be a terrifically talented Friars team that has gotten LaSalle the last 2 times that they've played. 4th time down the beach, and we are excited for that one. But just like Harrisburg, LaSalle can't look ahead to that. Harrisburg can't look ahead to Bishop McDevitt. A big 4th down and 4. Handoff. It's a sweep for Julian McFadden. Can he get to the edge? McFadden has the 1st down. Puts his foot in the ground and shows his track speed, Tyler. Cutting around the edge the way he cuts around that turn.
yeah, I love that sweep call. Kind of unexpected. You're expecting, a power run up the middle or maybe like a little screen, but, get him on the edge. You have all that field to work with. You're on the right hash. I love that play call.
And J.P. Oates laid a really nice block. Came a little short, I think, let go right as the hold could have been assessed. Really, really solid job by Oates at his new position, tight end. 1st and 10. LaSalle gets 6 on 4th and 5. Dressed in white, Harrisburg in black. Ortiz in the backfield to Sidwar's right. And Ortiz just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage, may have even gained 1. LaSalle's offensive line, that was not their best rep, Tyler.
No, with that much talent on Harrisburg, it's to be expected, but yeah, as you said, Bob, fortunate to get a little bit beyond the line of scrimmage there. Just kind of falling forward.
Josiah Johnson, 345, sitting in the middle there, that 3-4 defense. They have Isaac John Lewis coming off the edge. Certainly you'll see Williamson and Brown out there at times. They just keep coming at you with the horses from that defensive line. 2nd and 9. 3 wide for LaSalle. Sidwar takes the 5-step drop, stands in. What a catch by Nick Swanson. Swanson, his first touch of the 2024 campaign, and it's a big catch, 1 yard beyond the line to gain.
That's an incredible catch by Swanson, diving back for the ball, keeping his body and hands under it. Great job.
How about the O-line on that play? They've been really good to start this game off, giving Sidwar time to scan, making a good throw, but a better catch.
I agree. The pass pro has been there. And, Tyler, working against offensive players. To Oliver's point, you work on pass pro and run protect, 2 vastly different things as an offensive lineman. And this group has been pretty good against one of the best defensive units they'll see all year.
Yeah, certainly encouraging. 1st
down and 10 after the 1st down catch by Swanson. A screen, and Joey O'Brien taken down. Number 7, Quincy Brennan. There he is again. Maybe, I don't know if he's the most talented guy, but right up there with Elias Koch and anyone else on the offensive side of the ball. Boy, is he good as a defensive back.
Harrisburg had every option covered up there. Sidwar needed to make a decision, get the ball out. Might have been better to just take the incomplete pass rather than the 5-yard loss.
And now time management, Oliver, comes into play here as well. LaSalle has taken 1 timeout, and by our count, Harrisburg has taken 1 too. Under 2 minutes to go. LaSalle in a really, really good position to try to whittle this down.
Harrisburg will also get the ball to start the second half, so you don't want to give them time to put up points in this first half and let them come back after the break.
Sidwar will take the shot for the end zone. He overthrew Joey O'Brien.
He was open, too.
It's a good find by Sidwar. O'Brien sort of hidden in a couple defenders. You see him leak out towards the end zone, but just let him a little long.
No doubt Sidwar can make every throw. We've seen that over the years, already seen some of that here today. A couple overthrows, though, Tyler, and to be expected. A little juiced up. First time back out on the field since November last year in a high school football setting.
Yeah,
that rhythm will come back.
Wind kind of coming into him now, going left to right. Maybe try to compensate for that a little too much.
You won't find many in the state that throw a prettier ball. 3rd down and 13. Probably 4-down territory any way you slice it. $1:35 to play second quarter. Sidwar steps up really well. Sidwar tries to get rid of it, and he threw the football forward. Incomplete pass. I would not be surprised to see the flag come out there, though, for intentional grounding. Keep an eye on this replay, though. I was a little late into the replay there. There was just a moment where Des Ortiz slipped and was open in the flat. Would have had to have put some air under it.
Yeah, I think Sidwar just thought he had a little more time there. Great job by Harrisburg just bringing the pressure like this.
This is an interesting decision, right? So you would have thought 4-down territory, but you lose a few more yards there. It's 4th and about 17. Yes, you're at the 31. But 1:20, you put Shank and this Harrisburg offense back inside the 15.
And the clock is stopped every time, too.
That's right.
1:20.
But Brett Gordon trusts his offense. He trusts his defense. An early big call by the first-year head coach for LaSalle as Sidwar steps up, drops it off for Des Ortiz. Des Ortiz, touchdown. Wow. That's why you pay the coach to do it. Brett Gordon on 4th and 17 draws up a heck of a play. And this move right there that sprung Des Ortiz the difference.
Brett Gordon's trust is not unfounded there, Bob. Wow. And that's why you get the hands into your playmakers. The ball into the hands of your playmakers there. That was amazing.
Before the pass, Danny Walker comes off and makes a fantastic block. A free run to Gavin Sidwar, but he lunges out, forces the runner out of his way. Sidwar is able to step up, deliver a perfect pass, and a great job by Ortiz creating the space. What a play.
No doubt about it there, Oliver, as Hatfield puts it up and good. It is 17-7 LaSalle. Sidwar did a great job. His pocket presence there, keeping his eyes downfield, shifting to his left. That's a great play. Take what's given to you and trust your playmakers to make someone miss in space.
Yeah, I respect that. Throwing that short pass there and just letting Ortiz do his thing. And as Oliver alluded to, that's huge with Harrisburg getting the ball at the end of the half, the start of the next half.
Tyler Kern, Oliver Gomez, Bob Long here, your crew for Bob Long Sports. I want to thank everyone for being with us. LaSalle football will be here on this page all year long. Make sure to subscribe to us if you haven't already. Drop us a like in the video if you would. And we're going to play a different version of Where You At, Tyler, this year. You're going to have to comment to us on Twitter. So get to our Twitter page at Bob Long Sports. Let us know where you're watching the game from, and we'll give you a shout on the air. A squib kick gives LaSalle special teams some time to get back there, and Jack Luthi pulls him down from behind. On the return was Kymere Williams.
That timeout that Harrisburg had to burn early in the half is going to come into play. They got 1 to play with, 1:05 to get down the field and at least get 3 points up.
Here's the question, Tyler. How aggressive do you be? And I think the answer to your question, really to Cal Everett's question, is how much do you trust where Mikhail Shank is right now in his first start at quarterback?
Seems like enough time left on the clock. You kind of throw a feeler play out there, see how much you gain, and figure out if you put your foot on the gas.
Shank drops it off, and he's got a lot of room. Deontay Sheffy. Sheffy stays inbounds, and I think they should call that inbound. Wow.
No.
Wow.
That's a massive call.
Stops the clock. Sheffy tried to get his weight forward. Bear in mind, it's not just do you go out of bounds, it's are you still moving forward out of bounds when you step out. And LaSalle's not going to love that call. Keeps a timeout in the pocket of Cal Everett.
Yeah, Sheffy definitely had the opportunity to step out, but decides to try and get a couple more yards, but gets bailed out by the call.
Second down, 6 yards to go. Shank, quick out. And a bit of a high ball there, Tyler. That one needed to be zipped in there, intended for number 7, Quincy Brannon.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those from both sides today. Just getting away from you a little bit, not to be expected or not to be unexpected. This first game of the year. So
really, really interesting now. 3rd down and 7. This could go a number of ways. 3rd and 6, we'll call it. The Harrisburg Cougars could find their way to a first down and keep on moving, or LaSalle could get a stop, take a timeout, and get the ball back with plenty of time. Nearly intercepted. Joey O'Brien steps in front of the intended receiver. A back-footed throw. Didn't get to the intended target, and that was Quincy Brannon, number 7. Elias Koch was right in the area as well.
If there's anyone out there with the hands to make that catch, it's Joey O'Brien.
So now O'Brien back deep to receive. He'll be solo back there as Julian McFadden was coming out, and he'll go back to the sideline. Bear in mind, poor kicking efforts from the punting unit, and this time number 33, the place kicker Darwin Lopez. He comes back out there to replace number 1 Elias Koch, who took both punts.
And given this circumstance, you really can't let Joey O'Brien come into this football. We got a flag.
Delay of game. It came from the umpire way, way back next to Joey O'Brien. He is the one with his eyes, if you will, ears on the play clock, which is held on a watch, and that's going to go against LaSalle. So what that also does, that is the official that counts the number of players on the field. And as you see, number 76 for LaSalle, and that's Danny Lawyer run off the field. That's what that official was doing.
I don't know if they're going to punt this.
They are punting at 4th and 1. I would be aware of a fake if you're LaSalle.
Oh, no.
Free rusher. And LaSalle's going to end up in great field position inside the Harrisburg 10. Jack Luthi. Certainly the high snap did a lot to it, but Luthi was on a mission.
How do you not adjust there on 4th and 1 when you got 0 yards on your last punt?
What a read by Luthi.
Well, Luthi timed that amazingly, yeah.
I think any 4th down and 1 yard to go the rest of the way, Tyler, I don't care where they are on the field, will be likely an offensive unit on the field.
And, you know, the Explorers edging out Harrisburg with their special teams. I mean, yeah, that was kind of self-inflicted, obviously. But, yeah, interesting call. You know, Explorers kind of opened up the door a little bit there for them to secure a first down. And, you know, I understand not wanting to punt or punting on 4th down in your own territory, but.
Des Ortiz in the backfield. Ball just inside the 10. And Ortiz, no gain on first down. 37 seconds left. Clock is ticking. LaSalle's going to quickly get a new unit onto the field. They have the 2 timeouts to work with. They don't want to leave any time out there. For Harrisburg, also doesn't allow the Cougars to substitute. But now the clock runs to 20 seconds. Ball is snapped at 16. Sidwar stands in, great protection, and a big hit there. Boy, I'm surprised that's not a defenseless receiver call, but he did get him right in the center. J.P. Oates took a lick.
These refs are ruthless. Wow. It kind of ran right into him. I don't know, Bob. What do you think?
So, old school football says play on.
Yeah.
Got him in between the numbers, lower than the shoulder pads, let him go. Right? So this isn't a Bob Long thing, but defenseless receiver is a defined term. But I don't know what you want the defender to do there if not hit him.
Get rid of it.
LaSalle doesn't get rid of the football. Big loss on the play. Harrisburg had it drawn up well, and LaSalle, right now the clock reads 000.
That's you gotta realize where you are.
No doubt helmet-to-helmet contact there as well as you look at this replay. Keep another look. I mean, this is a heck of a job getting to the quarterback.
Yeah,
Watch
ball
that
being
gold
held.
dome. And that's going to get popped.
Oh, my.
No doubt about it.
Also might have got away with a holding there.
Yep. That is the end of the second quarter. We got a great game on our hands. LaSalle, they lead 17-7, and yet the folks watching back in Winmore and Philadelphia are thinking, my goodness, this offense has rarely been stopped. It could have been even higher of a point differential. Harrisburg gets the football back, Oliver, and yes, has a lot of questions to answer, but you know they have the horses to do it. I think they can live with where they are right now, go in and make some changes. Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Bob, this could be, a 31-7 ball game right now, or 28-7, I believe, after, if you count the interception mistakes and a few things. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, of course. All things considered, pretty positive from LaSalle. You got to know where you are on the field there. You have a boot and your kicker there. Take the free 3 points. Don't take the sack 15 yards back. Hopefully the defense, has worked on their conditioning, because they're going to get pushed to the test by this Harrisburg running offense in the second half.
And I think that's right. I think that you're going to see a heavy dose of Messiah Mickens, Deontay Sheffy, and that whole group there, because Schenk, it's a lot to put him into. He's done a decent job at times, but LaSalle's made it tough. Halftime here. We'll take a quick break. We'll have a quick halftime recap in a few, and then back for kickoff here in the second half at Severance Field, home of the Harrisburg Cougars.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He's gone!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage, dedicated to getting it done.
Welcome to LaSalle. I'm Brother James, the school's president since 2012, and I am so happy you're taking some time to explore all the opportunities LaSalle offers to a young man beginning his high school career. But first, I wanted to share with you some history. LaSalle College High School is named after John Baptiste de LaSalle, who was born in Reims, France in 1651. In de LaSalle's day, education was largely for the sons of the upper class and delivered in Latin. De LaSalle saw the impracticality of this approach for meeting the needs of many of the working class children, so he pioneered both education in French, the vernacular language, and teaching many boys simultaneously. Thus, the modern classroom was born. To receive those benefits, the students in De La Salle's Christian schools required teachers. These men became the first brothers. When they came to Philadelphia in the 1850s, the brothers of the Christian schools found Irish and German immigrant families living in conditions not very different from those De La Salle encountered with his students. Beginning with primary school education, the school that became LaSalle College High School started in West Kensington in 1858, moving 3 times before coming to this beautiful Wynmore campus in 1960. The founding LaSallian vision had community at its core, believing that students should behave as brothers to one another and that the teachers function best like older brothers and sisters to the students in our care. Yet the LaSallian story is also one of unceasing innovation, a commitment to respond to the needs of the present with the same creativity that got it all started in 1680. We clearly face some daunting challenges today, just as we did 340 years ago when the LaSalle schools began. As you continue to explore all this school has to offer, I think you will find us uniquely prepared to help you meet such challenges, to thrive and grow throughout life, whatever the obstacles. If you're looking for a high school where teachers will not just impart knowledge, but will serve as mentors and guides throughout your life's journey, where you won't have just classmates for 4 years, but brothers for life, where you will not pick up just skills, but find your life's calling, where you will not just become successful in life, but learn to be successful at living, look hard at what LaSalle has to offer. See yourself as a LaSalle man, a part of the LaSalle family. God bless you during this time of exploration and always.
I feel like LaSalle is one of those high schools where every single sport team is a really good sports team.
Joining a team or a club, it really gives you that sense of brotherhood that I think most kids look for at LaSalle.
I'd say the coaches are supportive because they're constantly encouraging you and they want what's best for you as well.
We have everything on campus that we could ever imagine.
And we all look out for one another. We want to help each other succeed. Make sure that we all can reach our maximum potential.
When you spend so much time together with your brothers, you really develop a bond that's just unbreakable.
Welcome back, folks. It's halftime here from Harrisburg High School, historic Severance Field. One of those places that you always want to come to watch or broadcast a game. A nice crowd here on the Harrisburg side of things for a very, very important season for this group. With all the talent that they have, 3 straight District 3, 6A championships, and good success in the state tournament as well. They expect to be playing in Hershey. Well, I beg your pardon, Hershey. How's that for a Freudian slip? In Cumberland Valley, which will host the state championships for the 3rd consecutive year, representing the western side of that bracket. They have the talent to do it. Today, they're trying to find some answers with Mikhail Schenk at quarterback. Messiah Mickens, his first action in a Harrisburg uniform. Deontay Sheffy, same for him, the State College transfer. I expect a heavy dose of those guys running the football behind Kevin Brown in the second half. And the question will be for LaSalle, can they stop it? on LaSalle's side. Trouble running the football thus far. Harrisburg's defensive line has been terrific, but the pass protection has been by and large pretty good, and the play call has allowed Gavin Sidwar, the junior quarterback, to get the ball out quickly for LaSalle to try to neutralize that pressure from Harrisburg. They've done a good job of it. Couple of mistakes on both sides. Harrisburg's special teams in particular, and LaSalle, a couple of missed throws is the difference between what could be a 21-point lead and the 10-point lead that it is right now. What does that mean? It means we are dialed up for what should be a terrific second half here from Severance Field. Just a couple of minutes on the clock, and then they'll add another 3 for stretches and warm-ups. We'll come back with the second half kickoff in just a few minutes here on Bob Long Sports.
Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live.
Well, this is a beaut right here. This is the Appalachian Mountains here in Harrisburg. We join you from high above Severance Field, where the Harrisburg Cougars have played their football since, well, certainly since it was John Harris High School. Harrisburg High School directly behind us here. What a beautiful view. What a terrific environment for high school football. Really, really excited to be here, appreciative of the Harrisburg folks that have been so welcoming to us. And a good game as well between this LaSalle Explorer team. 17-7 they lead over Harrisburg. We'll now bring you back inside our broadcast booth. He's Tyler Kern. He's Oliver Gomez. Oliver, you first. Takeaways on your end from that first half.
Yeah, I think Mikhail Shank is feeling the pressure a little bit. A couple of overthrown balls, a couple of poor decisions, but I mean, I think he's going to bounce back in the second half. They're going to need to. They got to put up 10 points at least to get themselves back into this game. And I mean, I have confidence in him. I think he showed signs of life, and I think he's going to bounce right back.
Tyler?
Good showing from both parties. I think Harrisburg special teams needs to get it together, but I think their running game will come alive in the second half. Explorers need to cut down on the mistakes, but they'll win this game. So I'm excited. These are two really great football teams.
Yep, two teams that we'll be talking about into late November, potentially early December for both of these teams. So let's get this one underway. Aiden Hatfield will send it away deep. Quincy Brannon back deep to receive, and how quickly things can turn. There are some great athletes back there. Harrisburg could get some lightning here with Brannon taking the football. Joey O'Brien got a hand on him, and that pushed him down at the 29-yard line. O'Brien did enough to let the rest of his cavalcade come in there and clean it up. So the Cougars come out now offensively, Tyler, and I think your point about seeing a heavy dose of the running game, that's important. Really can't get too far behind at this point, but at 10 points, I think you can still work clock, trust what has gotten you to this point, and rely upon Mickens and Sheffy. And motion before the ball is even snapped to start the second half.
And that was kind of a theme that we saw with the Cougars at the beginning, or at the whole last half. Just a lot of little ticky-tack 5-yard penalties that you can't really afford, especially when the game's this close.
17-7 your score. Shank flips this one out wide. And another flag comes in the area of a Harrisburg hold. We'll get another look as we await the call. Just trying to get the ball quickly, Tyler, into the hands of the playmakers, but you see that shoulder strap there, the shoulder pad of number 8 for LaSalle, Chris Filippo, the West Virginia commit, get held. Also down on the play, one of the linemen for Harrisburg, and in the area of, and certainly the actions you might demonstrate if you have a cramp. No surprise with the very, very warm weather, 80-plus degrees here in Harrisburg on a sunny day.
It's quite nice in the shade here, Bob, but yeah, I got to imagine down on the turf field especially, those black beads really retain a lot of heat. You know, early on in camp and your first few games of the year, you're usually dealing with some hot weather and got to worry about cramps. So eat your nanners.
That's right. So as they continue to work on him, we'll tell you about what comes up next here on Bob Long Sports as well. We're heading down to the shore for Labor Day weekend. Can't beat that as LaSalle takes on Malvern Prep in what should be a great matchup. Has been for the last 3 years down there, and this LaSalle team feels ready to go this year.
Looks like Tavon Williamson coming out.
He's one of those 3 big boys, Oliver, that we talked about on the line. Very, very talented.
Looks like number 53, Elijah Murphy Jr., has subbed in on offensive line.
He's off on his own power, is Williamson. You certainly hope and, again, expect that that's a cramp. We'll keep an eye on him. Very, very talented young man. Shank in at the shotgun, Messiah Mickens, the #1 junior running back recruit in the country. Certainly he's been effective in limited action thus far. What a great play. Dylan Clare. No, beg your pardon. Number 23 gets in there for LaSalle. Gavin Muller, one of those guys that is a position change again this year. So we've talked about Filippo. We've talked about Grayson McHugh. We've talked about J.P. Oates and Eddie Sutter. There's another one. Muller last year, Oliver, played fullback, found his home in the linebacking corps.
He's just an athletic kid. He can do pretty much anything that they task him. Really nice play there.
Flip out wide, could not handle it. Intended for number 3, Kymere Williams. Perhaps a hair high, but Williams got 2 hands on it.
3rd and 29.
Line to gain is the 30.
Let's call it 3rd and long.
No. Beg your pardon, the 39-yard line. So coming from the 8. 31. Right, Ty?
Yes, sir.
3rd down and 31 yards. And they just hand it off, trying to get a few yards back, or probably trying to spring the best running back in the state, but LaSalle is on it. An 11-yard gain and 4th down and a mile.
Oh, another.
They'll bring the special teams unit out.
Turned into a bit of a maul, as they would call it in rugby there, just shoving down the field for quite a large gain there.
So Elias Koch is back out there deep to punt. Remember, he's had 2 poor punts, but the last one for Lopez, he didn't even catch it. It went up and above his head on a high snap. That is a much better kick for Elias Koch. Joey O'Brien, it hit him and he's able to recover it. And that's one there where he's a terrific athlete, but he's had very few reps back there. You trust your athleticism, no doubt, but that's one that is a danger. You're up 10, you've made a couple of mistakes already. Get your offense back on the field and get away from the football.
Maybe not expecting such a good punt there, understandably, after how the first half went, but maybe the first issue with special teams on the Explorers. And, recovered, so no harm, no foul.
1st down and 10, ball from the 40. A very, very nice punt there. Switches the field. Sidwar, quick out. Julian McFadden. And J.P. Oates is going to pick up the holding penalty. That's a heck of a job by that defense. It looked like Elias Koch to get out of that block and draw the flag. That's him, number 1 right there. Hands outside the shoulder pads, and an easy call for the official.
And puts his hands up for good measure after saying he didn't get the hold, so that'll all but secure the flag.
You might as well put a blinking red light on your helmet.
Ooh, McFadden hobbling off. That's not good.
Yeah, very, very slow to get up and now down on the play. Dave Crow, head trainer for LaSalle, is out there to look at him. As they take a look at Julian McFadden, certainly hope that he is doing okay. We'll thank some of the folks that have supported us to get to this point here today. Stay tuned here on Bob Long Sports.
More and more luxury vehicle buyers are choosing Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove for the easy, no-pressure atmosphere. Whether you buy online, in person, or a little of both, Faulkner Infiniti makes it easy and affordable to drive world-class luxury. Choose from the new QX60, full-size QX80, or the innovative QX50. Faulkner always has a great selection in stock, ready for delivery. Come find out for yourself why more people choose Faulkner Infiniti. To be sure.
Out of the timeout, Julian McFadden was able to hobble off on his own power. Jez Ortiz to the outside. Good blocking there. Stretches to the edge and gets back 8 of those 10 yards that they lost on the holding penalty. Second down, 12 yards coming up. It's been hard, Tyler. Challenging for LaSalle to go up the middle. A couple of rushing plays to the boundary have put the Explorers in a good spot. We saw that there. They're leaning into it.
Yeah, of course. They've made a lot of their chunk plays in the run game. As you said, Bob, bouncing to the outside. A lot of their big plays up the middle, though, have been on those passes. They are attacking the middle of the field. So interested to see if they, keep up these jet sweeps and, keep hitting these post routes.
I think we have reached that point in the contest, folks. 85 degrees approximately here in Harrisburg. Another cramp, this time on the LaSalle side, and it's from the starting fullback, Brian Christie. So as they take a look at Crispy, and there's another player cramping for Harrisburg here as well. As they take the training staff and look at them, that's just something to continue to keep an eye on. Kevin Brown gives a little fist bump to the official. He may have been dinged up at one point in the game. A little sign of respect there that he's back in the contest.
Break out the pickle juice. But, in all reality, Bob, I'd be interested to see what the temperature down that field is.
Yep.
I bet it's close to 100 degrees. You're surrounded by a black track. Harrisburg is in black uniforms. They got a lot going against them. Explorers get a little bit of edge heat-wise with the white jerseys, white pants, which, may I say, is a pretty clean look.
It is a clean look. New uniforms this year. Weren't sure if they would get them in time, and they are here. Des Ortiz would have been wearing number 22 today, we were told, if he had not, if the uniforms had not yet arrived. So 2nd and 12. Midfield is the first down line to gain. They take the shot, one-on-one. O'Brien is open, and it's an easy touchdown. Brandon went down on the play, lost his helmet in the process, and LaSalle now takes its largest lead at 23-7.
Brandon is down. He's rolling around in the field. He might have pulled something or
again. You just hope it's
stretched out.
You just hope it's the cramp, and you feel that's exactly what's happening out there. Tyler, you said it so well about how hot it actually is down there, and a difficult situation if you're Harrisburg. You got your best corner going up against the best wide receiver for LaSalle, and you just blow a tire.
Yeah, it kind of surprises me how it was like a flip of the switch on both sides of the ball. Both teams just cramping up immediately after, hydrating with Gatorade over halftime. Coming out, you think, they got their sodium, they got their water, and, really cramps.
No, I'm no nutritionist, but again, you play in the hot weather. Yes, you've had heat act, and then you go sit in the locker room, and certainly you're staying loose in there for 15 minutes, and then you come back out and you're right back at it. It's just the longer you go on a day like this, the more challenging it'll get.
And they're just, you can see it. They're just so painful too. Obviously, typically no long-term risk with these cramps, but you got some of your largest muscles just contracting painfully. I feel for these players.
So we still wait for Brandon, who's being helped off of the field.
That was definitely the most lax touchdown I've ever seen. The last 40 yards, Joey Bryan jogging it in.
Well, suffice to say, a statement has been made. LaSalle leads 24-7 over Harrisburg. Harrisburg without the services of Sean Lee, yes, but they still have Power 5 talent all across the field. I think LaSalle was a relatively unknown commodity coming into this one, and a lot of folks in this area were looking forward to the Bishop McDevitt-Harrisburg game next weekend. No doubt they are still looking forward to it, but there was a behemoth lying just below the surface.
There's something about this Explorers team. They have a lot of discipline, a lot of poise out there. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Question is, how will the Harrisburg Cougars respond?
Aiden Hatfield, who's been taking the kicking duties. That was a battle all the way to the final days of camp, and that went down, yep. Not down by contact as you'd see in the NFL. So unfortunately for Harrisburg, they'll be inside their own 15-yard line.
I'm really impressed with Aiden Hatfield. He was an unknown commodity for me. I wasn't aware of him, and his boots, even on those extra points, are well into the track.
And so now, here's the challenging part for a Harrisburg team that doesn't have their starting quarterback. Yes, they have Brannon. Yes, they have Koch on the outside. They can line up Mickens out there. But if you are having trouble consistently delivering the football and you're reliant upon the run game, LaSalle can start to stack the box. Right now, they only have 7 in the box. They go with a 3-4 look, as they will look to do this year. With some of their personnel, that's what they'll do more of. Lawyer as the nose tackle. Filippo missed a tackle. And a nice job to come up and make the play for LaSalle. That's number 10, Josh Simmons. Have not seen Simmons yet at the running back position here today. We might as the day and season goes along. But he is a starting corner, and they're really excited about him.
Yeah, Filippo a little upset at himself there. Wasn't able to set the edge, and resulted in a first down. But a lot of athleticism there.
First down and 10. Shank in the shotgun. Luthi on the edge, trying to get after Messiah Mickens. Got a hand on him, couldn't bring him down. And this is what Harrisburg wants to do. And you start to wonder why they haven't done more of this. Trust the best running back as a junior in the country and get moving. Well, and now Mickens is cramping. Just as soon as you say that. Into the game comes Zymir Hill. That's the 4th running back that we've seen here today. Hill. Good cut on a dime. Zymir Hill, hello. That's a gain of 7, but that's a juke cut that you'll be thinking about for days to come. Hill, a senior at 5'7". Just put your foot in the ground and get to the right. Second down and 3. Hill, they'll feed him. Again, a good juke cut. Filippo makes the tackle well past the line to gain, though. He got 5 when he needed 2. It's a first down for Harrisburg.
This O-line with some good work in this drive, even though Tavon Williamson stays put under the shade after coming out with a cramp on the last drive for them. But everything on the ground.
Clock is running.
And LaSalle trying to get somebody off the field. They do just in time. Shank. Now there's more space in the middle because LaSalle has to commit to stopping the run. First down throw to Kymir Williams. Needed 10, got 10.
Kymir Williams cramping up.
And Williams cramped up, and they also shoved that mark a half-yard back. They're going to keep the sticks right where they are. They don't give them the 42. And maybe that's a good spot upon further review. So Williams down on the play. We'll take a quick break as they attend to him. This portion of today's game brought to you by David Seaweed. With over 17 years of experience in the industry, David Seaweed is dedicated to providing exceptional service and expertise to help you navigate the complexities of buying, selling, or renting a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your property, David's extensive knowledge and commitment to client satisfaction ensure a seamless and successful real estate journey. Serving the eastern part of Pennsylvania from Philadelphia through the greater Lehigh Valley and the Poconos into New Jersey, including the Jersey Shore and Maryland, he is here to assist you every step of the way. Explore his website to find valuable resources, listings, and insights. And feel free to reach out to him with any questions or to start your real estate adventure today. As they continue to help Kymir Williams come off the bench, we want to remind you about our partners at E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. E&M Insurance is owned and operated by Chris Marr, class of 1989, father of Brendan and Ryan, who are also LaSalle alums. Located in North Wales, E&M has been servicing the Delaware Valley insurance needs since 1988, built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for their customers. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated providers that have proven their performance over the years. They can help provide solutions for your business or personal insurance on all levels, excelling at providing the best coverage at the best rates. For any of you in either community, Harrisburg or LaSalle, with youthful age drivers, call E&M to see if they can improve your coverage and save you money. Look for them on the web at eandminsurance.com, or you can find them on Facebook.
Didn't see what happened there, but the Explorers kind of shifted from a 4-down lineman to 3, and it kind of made Harrisburg jump. Looked like a false start there.
7:58 to play, third quarter. Shank. First read is not there, and he lost the football. Ball is loose. Heilig has 2 hands on it. Got those big paws on it, and LaSalle has a turnover.
He's running around like Mike Vick used to, just holding the football out there. Oh, and that's just so dangerous when you're tackled from behind like that.
Ryan Fandozzi with the strip sack. And LaSalle is in business here today on the road at Harrisburg. Malvern, Calvert Hall, eventually St. Joe's Prep, and Roman Catholic, all teams that LaSalle will play on the schedule later this year. I think that they're seeing what's going on. They're all getting better, but and those are all terrific teams. Those are going to be great games. This is not the LaSalle of last year, Tyler.
Yeah, no kidding. Obviously, really, as a LaSalle fan, easy to get excited about, but there's a lot of
right in the middle of the field there, the head coach of Harrisburg.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. There's a lot of frustrations on this Harrisburg side. Quarterback threw his helmet after the strip sack. The head coach is out there pleading his case to the refs.
And I guess looking for a hold, but I think the bigger concern if you're Harrisburg is Shank is looking one way, and LaSalle is generally got a beat on where that is, I think, because some of the throws are limited. You can't go sideline to sideline with him. He hasn't shown the ability to throw it deep yet. Again, couch it all with putting this sophomore in a really tough spot, coming in for Sean Lee, who I think this Harrisburg team at least expected or hoped to see play. And so when LaSalle can button down in the flat and across the middle, 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, if that's his first read, he hasn't developed yet to the point where he can get to his second or third read. And a terrifically talented young man as he comes off the field right now, he will get there. It's just a very difficult position for him to be in, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you find out about this, 2 days ago?
Yeah, and I say that, right? There were appeals and, the incumbency, if you will, is that Lee was going to be out. But, yes, there was still hope
how do you commit? Exactly. How do you get into that mindset within 2 days that you are now the starting quarterback as a sophomore for this football team?
Yep. He's going to be a guy that Harrisburg is going to be very, very good over the course of the year. He's going to get so much better. Really didn't play last year for Trinity as just a freshman, of course. He'll be one of those guys you look back at and say, hey, this was a great learning experience for him. Still a long way to go in this contest as well. But LaSalle is taking advantage of that, Tyler, is the point.
I don't understand why Cougars got away from the run game. They were running down the Explorers' throat there. And obviously opened up their pass game, but you have such a strength with this deep stable of running backs.
Could really go for a shot now.
Yeah.
Harrisburg punched in the mouth. Sidwar, that's really good pocket presence. Gets rid of it. It was caught. A flag came in late, and the call is going to be an eligible lineman downfield because there were 4 of them past the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a screen or like a behind the line of scrimmage pass, and Sidwar got disrupted there and had to roll out of the pocket. So, great job by that Harrisburg D-line disrupting the play and the timing.
Hey, if you're going to do it big. If you're going to have a lineman downfield, get 4 of them down there.
Why aren't there 5 down there?
But you're absolutely right, is sometimes you have that screen call, and it was well disrupted by the defensive line of Harrisburg, which has played very well here today. Kept the team in the game in some ways. And so that threw LaSalle off rhythm. So behind the sticks, Des Ortiz has some blocking there. Well done by Jamel Williams, who led the way, got him back past the original line of scrimmage, a gain of 7, maybe 8.
They love bouncing the run to the outside, to the opposite hash when they're on the far hash. You know, they're on the left hash there, and they do a sweep to the right for a large gain. It makes sense. You got the real estate. Make use of it.
Oliver, big drive here, I think, for if you're Harrisburg, find a way to stay in the game. A touchdown here from LaSalle could put this one nearly out of reach. Quick out, and that's Swanson able to make the catch. If he didn't, you had Messiah Mickens, one of the best athletes in the country, ready to take it the other way for 6.
He had that red just out of his reach, but it gets its way through. A couple yards of a gain. We got to get to the 45, 5 yards to get for a first down.
Tell you what, Oliver, to your point, how much does Brett Gordon trust Gavin Sidwar? That's a dart thrown across the field to the sideline, knowing you're going to have Mickens playing press coverage, up 24-7 when Harrisburg can't move the football. I mean, you're only making that throw if you really trust that quarterback and he can zip it in there. 3rd and 5. Josh Simmons, his first touch. The sophomore sensation at running back. First down and more.
Not afraid to lower his shoulder there, initiate contact after a large gain.
The younger brother of Horace Simmons, who we'll all remember from LaSalle basketball. Committed to Drexel when he was a senior, college basketball player. His brother Josh is a terrifically talented athlete, and LaSalle went quick to the line, so Cal Everett had no choice as they were getting guys off the field but to call timeout.
LaSalle keeping the foot on the gas. Forces Harrisburg to burn another timeout early into this half. And they're really having their way with this defense right now, and they got to find an answer in this timeout.
Timeout on the field. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back on Bob Long Sports.
More and more luxury vehicle buyers are choosing Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove for the easy, no-pressure atmosphere. Whether you buy online, in person, or a little of both, Faulkner Infiniti makes it easy and affordable to drive world-class luxury. Choose from the new QX60, full-size QX80, or the innovative QX50. Faulkner always has a great selection in stock, ready for delivery. Come find out for yourself why more people choose Faulkner Infiniti. To be sure.
And we're back here at Harrisburg High School after a short break. Bob, we were just talking about how, covering high school football myself, we don't talk about too many Drexel commits. As a Dragon myself, it's really kind of turned my head for a second. I was like,
love that.
What sport?
Well,
basketball.
Basketball,
yeah.
Or they could do what you did and go play rugby at the next level. And a first-team All-Catholic defensive end, a state champion from one of your younger years on the program, and then a Drexel rugby player.
You get used to hitting stuff, and it feels weird when you're not. So
it's perfect. So Josh Simmons, the reason for all that kerfuffle and Drexel talk, the brother of Horace Simmons, who is a great player at LaSalle, getting his chance here with the football program as a sophomore.
He looked good. I know we talked about him a couple days ago, and you said to keep an eye on him, and he runs hard.
Sidwar in the shotgun. They've almost exclusively been in the shotgun today. What a throw.
Oh, my goodness.
Joey O'Brien, and that ball was thrown, Oliver, before O'Brien came out of his break.
Kevin Brown, the ever-dangerous defensive lineman, flying through towards Sidwar, stays composed, and finds Joey O'Brien.
It's a big-time throw. And quickly, right back to action here. And O'Brien on the catch. O'Brien dances in. They throw the screen pass, and they lead 30-7.
Becoming an O'Brien coming out party, although we know who O'Brien was from past years, but he's having a heck of a day.
That was just about as dominant as a drive can get. No real answer out of the timeout from Harrisburg.
And Explorers catching Harrisburg and ourselves on our heels there. with that hurry-up offense.
And Dave Berman, public address announcer, we've talked about him, great guy. Every public announcer's favorite thing, reading off digits from a license plate from a car that's parked in an illegal position and is about to be towed.
My car looks okay.
I don't know if I've ever been to a game where that hasn't happened.
Aiden Hatfield on to attempt the extra point. 1 for 1 on field goals here today. This will be his 4th point after attempt. The guy who won the job in camp, as we talked about. Flag on the play. Jack Luthi says that was good.
Yeah.
Well, he'll have to do it from 5 yards further back.
Very supportive.
Aiden Hatfield shows us the leg. 31-7.
I'm a big fan of Hatfield's boot. I can see why he won the job in camp. He's doing a great job today.
LaSalle leads 31-7 over Harrisburg. This has taken the state by storm. Not expected. Next up for both of these teams, by the way, we'll start with LaSalle. They go to Ocean City, New Jersey next week, Oliver. Well, they'll take on Malvern Prep. Expectations for that game?
Oh, I think it's going to be a great time. The most to look forward to game of the year before Silent Night of basketball, of course. But it's sort of the start to the school year. We get a weekend, and then everyone's down at the shore for the last time in the summer, ready to watch a football game and have a good time down at the shore.
That'll be a terrific game. And for Harrisburg, they take on Bishop McDevitt, and that certainly has a lot of history involved with it. That'll be a huge game out here in central Pennsylvania. Hatfield angles that one to the sideline. And Dylan Clare pulls him down. Terrific play by Clare, who's had a nice day out of the linebacking core.
We were talking about how quick that third quarter is going, and then we hit that 8-minute, 30-second mark, and the cramps started.
Yep.
And there was turnovers, and it's really slowed down, I'll say. It's almost 6 minutes left in the third quarter still.
A quick note on that rivalry between Harrisburg and Bishop McDevitt. These two programs were in the same division for a very long time, back from really the beginning of the Mid-Penn Conference in 1982, and they were in the same division all the way through 2009. And at that point, the Mid-Penn Conference moved Bishop McDevitt to a different division. And so from 2010 on, it really came down to these two programs as to whether they wanted to schedule one-off games on one of the very, very few open contests, open weekends, to schedule a non-division opponent game. And so that did happen after 2010 for some time, and then that stopped, and there was a lot of ask. Certainly, I thought a lot of the folks on the Harrisburg side wanted that rivalry to come back, Tyler, and all of a sudden, 2020-21, they were going to do it, or maybe it was 2020, whatever that year was, and then COVID happened. And so they were only playing divisional games. That game did not happen after all that controversy, if you will, and thoughts that it was going to happen. Nearly intercepted. Nice play on the ball by Eddie Sutter. And so now, mercifully, after, 15 years, Bishop McDevitt and Harrisburg, separated by just a couple of miles, will play again next week. And so that's the game that I think a lot of folks around here, maybe LaSalle is an unknown commodity, we're looking forward to and still certainly will. But this LaSalle team has put it to Harrisburg here today.
Yeah, I got to give it to the Harrisburg crowd that showed up today. This place is packed. It's drained out a little bit, the 31-7 score, but, still a lot of support here, and a really amazing stadium to be at.
It is a great, great facility. They've put a lot of effort, time, money, resources into this place. Brannon Cuts it up the gut. Brannon is hit hard. Fortunate not to lose the football. I think Filippo was the one. He certainly got a piece of him. A lot of guys in there on the stop. Dylan Clare ended up wrapping him up.
What a day he's having. Couple sacks, big tackle. Really nice tackle coming off of that special teams return.
And what unit do they bring out on 4th and 7? It's the special teams unit, and there's a lot of hanging heads and kind of lollygagging, slow-moving guys out there. This team did not expect this here today. Koch isn't even in position at walking his way back to the punting spot.
Seems like a lot of time has elapsed.
You got to be getting down to it here. They got to snap the football. Low snap, and he's going to take off with it. 4th and 7, trying to get to the line to gain. It's going to be really close. Depends on the spot. They give it to him. They gave him a great spot. 2-3 yards by for the first down for Elias Koch.
Why not, right? You're down big. Got to get your season off to a bang. Haven't been performing all that well to the start. Maybe gave him a couple extra yards than he had earned, but.
So not the white flag, certainly. They kept the special teams unit out there, but ran the fake. And whether that was a fake or Koch doing his own thing, I don't know. First down and 10. That is a new quarterback out there for Harrisburg. And a nice start, a 9-yard gain for Jayon Lewis, listed as a junior 5'11" wide receiver. So Shank, his day might be over, and I think we'll see a lot more on the ground, perhaps some Wildcat here for Harrisburg.
I think a Wildcat will really make this Harrisburg offense shine, you know. That way they're committed to the run either way. It's just a matter of who's carrying the ball.
Second down and 1. Late third quarter action here on Bob Long Sports. Flag on the play, false start. And again, LaSalle shifts that defensive line to throw Harrisburg off the scent. Another look, and there it is. It's the left guard that moved.
Flag on the play, back to the 41.
Too many penalties against Harrisburg.
Second down and 6. Mickens is the man in motion. And again up the middle. That's just a pure draw. Turning on the Jets. Jayon Lewis, one to beat. Knocked out of bounds by Hawkins.
I think now's when he starts stacking the box.
Yep. Did Harrisburg find something here? Get away from the traditional quarterback situation and just use the threat of both a rushing quarterback in a Wildcat-ish type situation. There is a flag.
Got the camera pointed down at the 10-yard line.
Bringing it all the way back.
Wow.
Walking it back, it'll be a holding penalty. Again, at this point, hold or not, there's some juice in the legs of Jayon Lewis, and they may have something there.
They need juice right now. They've been kind of flat for the last, wow, still 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, you think about body language, though, Tyler, right?
Yeah. The Explorers are picking up on that, too.
So that hold happened 10 yards down the field. They have the ball back, 2nd and 6, same spot as the last time they snapped the football. Jayon Lewis again in the shotgun. He's got Mickens with him. Lewis throws the screen for Elias Koch. Well blocked, but Cooper Heilig comes over there to make the play. Heilig, kind of the guy that fills out that linebacking core so well. For LaSalle, they're going to play a lot on the outside with Chris Filippo. Certainly for Jack Luthi. Dylan Clare will roam the middle. And in that 3-4 set, Oliver, it'll be a guy like Cooper Heilig or Colton McAleer that'll lead the way as that 7th man in the box. First down and 10. Fumble on the play. And who's got the football? Looked like Harrisburg initially had it. They don't think they have it now. LaSalle has the hands pointing forward, but it'll be second down. Cougars got their hands on it.
Just feels like as soon as the Cougars have a promising play, they just kind of shoot themselves in the foot. They had the hold coming back on the big play from Lewis, a false start after a nice run, and then this. On the first down play, just lose the handle.
Second down and about 13 yards to go. 2:50 to play, third quarter. Lewis drops straight back, fires, dangerous ball, and a good play by Chris Filippo. In there on the breakup, Quincy Brannon, the intended recipient.
Yeah, good timing by Filippo here. You can see he meets the receiver.
Yeah.
Really times that ball.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, bang, bang.
Third down.
I'm noticing the signs the Explorers have down there.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
a house.
Very, very college of them. Right up the gut. Direct snap there and down on the play. Eddie Sutter cleans him up anyway, but he was down the minute his knee touched the turf. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. But I like what Lewis can do for this team. No doubt they have to clean it up. Potentially he just is going to get some more first-team reps this week in practice. But I think there could be something here.
Yeah, it gives a new wrinkle here. Shown that he can throw it. But those legs, you got to respect his speed.
Fourth down and 4. Lewis hit and drop. The ball is loose. And it's going to be LaSalle football regardless of where this ends up. What a play. The LaSalle front seven does it again. Claire and Williams. Claire got the sack.
I thought the ground forced that ball out. I was surprised it was a live ball.
I thought that ball came out early myself.
That was a sumo WWE slam. Wow.
And then he got it on the back end there, did Claire, as he was going to pick up that fumble. So now LaSalle with the football at the Harrisburg 33. Can you believe this?
That was a big loss with that fumble. Wow.
Yep. 31-7. And we're not all that far away from running clock territory. We haven't seen much of Deontay Sheffy since the first half. That's Josh Simmons. We're going to see a lot of him if he keeps running like that. Gain of 12 and a first down. But I just want to make a note, Sheffy I saw, as well as now Shank, is working out on the sideline over there.
Simmons, you don't see that too much from a running back. Does a swim move to get an extra 5 yards there.
Another good set. Oh, another flag coming in.
Yeah, that's a hard count. That got Harrisburg to jump offside.
The infamous Sidwar clap got him.
And there it is.
Maybe he didn't clap. I couldn't tell.
But on that run play, another good setup by the offensive line.
Certainly can't hear from up here, Tyler, whether you clap.
Yeah.
But I did forget something, Oliver, didn't I? What we did hear, graceful tones of Freebird and the electric guitar from Nick Arduino at halftime. And there goes that LaSalle band now as Simmons is taken down for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 5. So we do want to give shout out to the entire LaSalle band. They do a great job every single game, coming 2 hours out into the middle of the state to support this Explorer team wherever and whenever they go. And special shout out to Nick. That was sweet.
I thought it was a recording. That was like the Freebird solo verbatim.
That's right. There they are, looking good. Look at this guy getting us back to action in time. Tyler Kern, color commentator and cameraman extraordinaire. Second down, 6 yards to go. Got to get to about the 11. Des Ortiz, nowhere to go that time. Kevin Brown in there on the stop. The Penn State commit flies up with those red-orange looking shoes there. Stands out. So it'll be 3rd down and 7. 15 seconds left. LaSalle can hustle to the line if they want, or they'll take it to the 3rd quarter break.
Yep.
We'll head to the 4th quarter. LaSalle leads 31-7 over Harrisburg, sending shockwaves through the state. We'll be right back.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
Third down. First play of the 4th quarter. LaSalle driving deep in Harrisburg territory, looking to add on to that tally. Julian McFadden, touchdown. Perfect throw, perfect timing by Sidwar.
Glad to see McFadden's all right. He's better than all right. What a run, what a touchdown. Great pass by Sidwar, leading right between the seam.
Oliver, I think that's going to be the challenge of this LaSalle team. You have Des Ortiz, Josh Simmons coming out of the backfield, trying to wear down these opposing defenses, and you have Sidwar that can throw it from pylon to pylon, sideline to sideline, stretch the field. That puts a lot of pressure on high school defenses, and with this wide receiver core to boot.
100%. I mean, you got O'Brien and McFadden to worry about, both of them with a couple scores.
So, Oliver, you're back here with us, broadcasting the games. Thrilled to have you. Tell us about your experience last year as a student broadcaster and what you're looking forward to this season.
Yeah, it was a great time coming in. Started off with a couple basketball games, and I mean, it's just fun to be able to. I mean, obviously, I love attending these games. You know, I attended the football games, attended the basketball games, and just being able to, you know, be more of a part of that, which is such a great experience. And I want to thank you for that, obviously, for having me on here and bringing me back this year. But I mean, it's so much fun to be able to support LaSalle and also be able to, you know, have sort of an impact and have a role in these games.
Well, we're thrilled to have you. You do a terrific job. So glad you wanted to come back, and we'll get you on absolutely as much as you'd like to. We have our buddy Alex that is doing something a little bit more important today, taking his SATs. So we wish him the Tyler, not a good influence. So we wish him the best on that.
SATs are incredibly important. I remember he was trying to get out here for this. I'm like,
that's right.
But the timing didn't work out.
This one is angled towards the sideline, and it stays in bounds. Out to the 26-yard line. Little anecdote for you here, Tyler. When I was at LaSalle and was running cross country, there was a year where we were out at the state championships in Hershey. I was not on the team running as the top 7 at that time, and I was also scheduled to take the SATs that day. So I scheduled to take the SATs, some of these Central PA folks will know, at Twin Valley High School, which is right off the Turnpike exit as you kind of head out towards central Pennsylvania. And the cross-country championships are held at Hershey, right, at Chocolate World, effectively, near the Giant Center, Hershey Park Stadium. And so I took the SATs in Twin Valley so that I could get out in time to go support my team and the top 7 varsity runners that year that we were in the state final, or at the state meet, beg your pardon.
That's commitment, Bob.
It is. We try. Messiah Mickens, gain of 7 off tackle.
Are you saying our Bob Long Sports employee should have booked his SAT a little closer to Harrisburg?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's responsible. I'm not. I lost some sleep and maybe 20 points on the test. How about that, Tyler? Mickens pulled down from behind. Had that ball out wide. Had a little chicken wing out there, but held on to the ball well. Got right up to the line to gain and a half-yard past it. First down. First down and 10. Handoff, Mickens, up the gut, Gavin Muller in there on the stop after a gain of 4.
Got to keep pounding the rock, see what you got, see what you can do against this Explorers front so you can get ready for next week and the rest of the season.
.10:44 to play. Second down. And Lewis up the gut for maybe 1.
Clock is running. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left, as Bob, you alluded to. We're almost at a running clock if the Explorers hold them here and get another score on the board.
Third down, 6 yards to go. LaSalle up big and on their way to a 1-0 start. Can you believe this? Brannon got right to the line. He ran into his own blocker. A good tackle on the outside by number 26 for LaSalle, Christian Peterman, a senior defensive back.
Bit of friendly fire there, but
sure was.
For the sake to eke out any yard, every yard he can get here for a 4th and very short.
Fourth and 1. Handoff. Mickens makes one miss, didn't get there. LaSalle makes the stop.
That's tough to doing a 4th and 1 shotgun snap like that. Explorers got a great jump.
Luthi with the first, and then you had Sutter in there amongst others. First down, LaSalle. Fired up sideline for the Explorers.
Defense has been excellent from LaSalle. We talk so much about the quality of these running backs, and I mean, just unstoppable is what we expected to see from them. But LaSalle finding an answer. They've had moments of brilliance. They've had their moments where they're getting yards, they're getting chunk yards, but they find the answer. That's what it's been, LaSalle being able to put a stop.
Malvern Prep, always a good program. Got to be looking forward to next week, seeing what that looks like after Malvern Prep's taken it home twice the last 2 years down the shore.
And LaSalle will get back to it. Josh Simmons and a horse collar. Tack on another 15 yards for LaSalle. Touchdown here, and we go to a running clock.
Thought he grabbed his jersey. Didn't look horse collar.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Maybe the right arm. Tough to see. It's a face mask is what it comes down to. We just got the call.
They are going to bring it up, yep.
That must not have been on the run there then, because
yeah, the official
was on the Explorer side.
Yeah, on the far side of the field. This play seems like runner was being pulled towards the Harrisburg side. So maybe something in the blocking.
Some new personnel coming into the game for LaSalle, it looks like. Up 31 points with 9 minutes to go. Get some new guys some reps. It is a short week, as it stands to be most weeks when you play on a Saturday. Coming back the very next Friday.
Only 3 Friday night games on the schedule this year, it looked like, Bob.
Simmons puts his foot in the ground and falls forward. Gain of 3, maybe 3.5 yards on first down, and I really like the way this sophomore runs.
I agree. You know what I kind of liked, and I think you did too. There's a few Thursday night games we've seen in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Kind of odd. Probably not the best for players. They probably want to relax after getting beat up all Thursday night, but instead have to go to school Friday.
Man, I love it.
I think it's really cool.
Thursday night football, baby. Bring it on. Own that time slot. If Amazon's going to keep putting the worst NFL game on Thursday night, let's put the best high school football games on Thursday night. Simmons. Again, Josh Simmons working his way through a phone booth. Phone book's big, booth's small. You get what I'm saying. Carving his way, 3rd and 2.
Trying to think of a football analogy with a phone book. Like he got hit with a phone book there. Like a big tackle.
That's true, big tackle.
So we'll keep that one in the
juking guys
in the back pocket
out of a phone booth.
I like Simmons, Bobby.
Oliver, you know what a phone booth is?
I do know what a phone booth is.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Our senior in high school here, I just thought I'd ask.
I can't say I've used one.
Yeah.
Can't say I've used
I don't
one.
think we've used one either, Bob. But
that's true.
I'll tell you what, Simmons has impressed in his limited reps today.
He
really
has.
explosive out of the backfield.
He looks awesome. A lot of nice moves he has too.
3rd and 3.
Oh.
Knifing into the backfield. Great tackle on the play by Harrisburg. Sets up 4th and short. And Mickens, although it hasn't been his best day at the running back position, he is terrific at linebacker.
Just an athlete. I think Hatfield can make a. We've seen his boot.
Yeah,
I want to see that. I know it's a long one.
Put on a show
for the high
here.
School level, but
about 40-yarder, 39.
40-yarder, secure.
I mean,
no, you don't secure the running clock.
Some of those PATs have head up over the uprights though, so I mean, we know he's got the leg.
Bob, I see. To give our viewers a little sneak peek, not to leave after the game. Will you be heading down to the field?
I'm going to try to grab an interview with one of the winning players, and we'll figure out who that'll be. Certainly first win for head coach Brett Gordon. So excited for that. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this timeout.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time. But it's also a
4th down and 2 coming out of the timeout. LaSalle needs to get 4 yards for a first. Got to get inside the 19. Simmons. They have gotten big hit. A flag comes in, and that's probably going to be on the face mask, which came earlier in the play. He was taken down a half-yard short. I was surprised to see the flag not come out earlier for that hit right there. Well, then that hit was big at the end. But the grab of the face mask is the difference.
That spin. You just midway through the spin and then had a...
Takes you straight into the defender, yeah.
Yeah. Seems tough, though. Took one for the team, got a face mask and a first down.
First down and 10. Two in the backfield. Flipping it out wide. Getting it to Nick Swanson, who got right to the first down marker.
And that play was telegraphed from the beginning, but, you know, enough time to develop some good blocks, and Swanson showing his athleticism there, cutting up the field, getting a few extra yards. And I hear that pep band. They sound good.
Always. Always looking good. And sounding good. Coming all the way out from Windmore, Pennsylvania. The LaSalle Pep Band follows this team everywhere they go. And they might have a lot to play about this year. 5:38 to play. A team in Harrisburg that still, certainly after the result of this game, has a good shot to go through the western side of the bracket. Yes, they need to find answers. But a team good enough to go to the state final. Simmons, jump cut, touchdown. LaSalle, 44, Harrisburg, 7.
Simmons looks seasoned out there. He's got patience. He's got athleticism. Waits for his block to develop and then just darts up the middle. Really fun to watch. I'm excited to watch him this year.
They got a two-headed monster back there. Hatfield will actually be replaced by Chris Heck. Atta guy, our guy Dave Berman. We love him. Terrific public address announcer. And Heck puts it through. And we are now in a running clock situation for the remainder of the contest. Stay with us and we'll be right back.
Project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make. Some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia.
Chris Heck launches this one deep. Another nice kick. And some room to the outside. Puts his foot in the ground. LaSalle's got bodies all over, but now he can reverse course. A really nice run to the edge there by number 14, Zymir Hill.
Reverse course twice there.
Some of the better field position that LaSalle has afforded Harrisburg all day, Tyler.
Yes, certainly, Bob. I'll give it to, both sides of the ball, but, Explorers, kind of the unsung hero in this has been special teams. Obviously, their offense has been electric. They have 45 points. Their defense has been great. They've given up 7 points.
The official just off screen. Get that white hat there. He is.
Caught the tail end of it.
Yeah, he was just waving him home from third. Wind that clock, he says. Wind that clock.
He's got a place to be.
We are in a running clock situation in all seriousness, but my gosh, that was terrific. He was waving him home all the way from first base there, Tyler.
A flag down on the near side.
He was trying to score him on a double.
Looks like this play's going to come back.
And it's an illegal substitution. Good eyes there, Oliver. It goes against Harrisburg.
That's got to be the 8th or 9th 5-yard penalty against Harrisburg.
Just little things, too.
Yeah.
Neutral zone infraction, false start, illegal substitution.
Yeah, I'm trying to think Explorers-wise. There's been, some holdings, but nothing like erroneous.
No.
Relatively clean game. There were certainly some mistakes in the first half, but
started chippy too. I'm glad it kind of didn't devolve into anything worse.
First down and 15 for the Cougars of Harrisburg High School. A handoff.
Block by Lewis.
Ewell got to the edge and run out of bounds by number 47, Keenan Stahl.
It's kind of nice when your quarterback's throwing a block for you.
Yeah, if Harrisburg's got something to take away from this game, Lewis has been fun to watch. He's keeping himself involved, making a couple plays, and a block that you don't normally see right there.
And he's shown the ability to throw if needed.
Second down, 8 yards to go for Harrisburg. Ewell again, and nowhere to go. Jamel Williams pile drives him into the turf. Gain of 1. Williams, a terrific player that we haven't talked that much about here today, Tyler. And those defensive linemen are going to be key for LaSalle, going with a 3-man front, Oliver. We talked a little bit about that earlier, but to have guys like Williams, like Andrew Sorge, who we'll see a lot of, a sophomore, number 66, Grayson McHugh as well. But because you have Sorge and McHugh going both ways, to throw Gavin Muller as an edge rusher with some speed, to throw Danny Lawyer with that wide body, he's done a lot to his body this year as a nose guard. That 3-4, I think we'll see more of it. It has done its job here today.
The versatility of athletes on this team is really special. They've got guys that are athletic, they got guys that can make the plays, and they got guys that can just get to the quarterback, they can be big, they can overpower some offensive lines.
Third down and 5. And LaSalle comes up with the stop just a half yard short, it looks like, of the line to gain. Good run out on the edge, and Harrisburg has 4th and 1 coming up as we tick under 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
A lot of exhausting-looking players out there.
Exhausted and maybe a little demoralized as well. I think early in that third quarter, we saw the life and the spirit kind of go out a little bit there. A little bit of more heads down, not as much hustle on, hustle off for Harrisburg. And that'll be part of the teaching moment for Cal Everett. 4th and 1, got the first, and a lot more. Nice run. Hand fighting there from number 14, Zymir Hill, who has been impressive in short spurts here today. But I think the point being, Tyler, this is a team that's won 3 straight 6A District 3 titles.
The ref head referee keeps waving his arms, windmill, to run that clock.
I'm not sure that the folks in the box recognize that it's a running clock situation.
Got some tubas.
Yeah. Getting the, what type instrument is that, Tyler, engaged? I'm asking you because I don't know.
I can see them.
Wind? I don't know. Percussion? They're things.
Brass.
They're types of instruments. Brass? I think that's correct. I think brass is correct.
Well, you learn something every day.
Oliver, did you know that the whole time, or you were just letting us flounder?
Oh,
here?
I did not know that.
Glad I could brag.
wish. Yeah, I wish I could say I did. I have no clue.
Glad I could enlighten you guys on the tuba.
I appreciate that. 2nd and 8, under 2 minutes to go. LaSalle is going to get out of here with a big, big win. Really impressive stuff. And Harrisburg, they have answers that they need to work through before Bishop McDevitt comes in next week. That's a terrifically talented Bishop McDevitt team. And that's where the focus turns to. LaSalle, they're going to turn their focus to Malvern Prep, a really talented Friars team that's gotten LaSalle each of the last 2 years. Something feels different in Winmore this year. 3rd and 5. Mickens. Good move. First down. Harrisburg looking to tack on one more score before the end of the game.
They got a minute left.
Big hit there. Coming into the contest and making an impact, number 41, Ryan Knucklehane.
Great job tracking that that running back, getting the tackle, and it's not a hard thing to do when you have. It's a hard thing to do when you have an elusive guy like that.
.26 seconds left, and they won't snap it again. Harrisburg says, we're out of here. They've had enough. I'm surprised they don't snap it again. But the story here is LaSalle meeting the state on its stage and taking down in convincing fashion one of the expected best teams in the state all year. 45-7, welcome to the Brett Gordon era.
It's good to be here. Really appreciate everything, Coach Steinmetz is able to do. It's exciting to see what Brett Gordon has done. I'm sure we'll get an interview with him as Bob's heading down there. Oliver, what's your takeaways from this game?
Yeah, LaSalle impressed. They had confidence coming into this game that they were going to put up a fight against this team. I don't think anybody expected 45-7 to go up on the scoreboard, but their run offense was good. Gavin Sidwar was good. Wide receivers getting open. Offensive line doing their part. They sniffed out the run game. It's just everything came together for this first game of the season. It was a little sloppy in the first half, but they figured it out in the second. Had a 10-point lead coming into the half. They didn't give up another score, and it's just an unbelievable game from this Explorers offense, from this Explorers team, and something that Brett Gordon will definitely be happy about.
Yeah, he certainly drives a tight ship, as you can see. Not a lot of mistakes today. Just a lot of discipline on all sides of the ball. And as you can see, the Explorers running over to the pep band to celebrate their win. They go there win or loss. We'll cover that momentarily.
There goes Bob.
You see Bob down there. Is that him in the red?
Yeah, in the red.
You can see Bob hustling out there, shaking hands, networking. And just commanding fashion win. It was a close game for a bit there. Just a few turnovers early on made it look like Harrisburg was well in it, and then Explorers came out swinging in the second half.
Yeah, even in the start of the third quarter, the run game was working.
Yeah.
They had a couple big gains. They got up to the 50 on their first drive really quickly, and then a couple guys cramped up, had to take a couple timeouts, just slowed the game down, and then right after that, a big strip sack, bringing LaSalle the other way, and that's where the momentum shifted. LaSalle all the way, foot on the gas for the rest of the game, and then the score rose up.
So next week, you and Bob will be headed down to Ocean City for Malvern Prep, who has won 2 of the last 2 outings, correct?
Yeah, I mean, that game's going to be a lot of fun. 4th time they've done it. It's a big test. LaSalle going to have some confidence coming out of this one, so hopefully they can shine again. They haven't won that game in a couple years, so trying to get back on their winning ways down at the shore.
Bob's got his interviews lined up, it looks like. Give him a minute. And man, you got to be confident what Brett Gordon has done. This team came prepared. They looked disciplined. I heard they looked great last week. I think that Malvern Prep's always a very difficult test. Always a very strong defensive battle. So kind of looking forward to with this high octane offense. With this, I can't remember the last time I've seen this much talent on this Explorers offense. So really excited for what this year holds. Won't be with you guys next week. The following week will be covered by someone other than Bob Long Sports, but then we'll be back at it. And really excited for the season. Sidwar giving Brett Gordon the game ball. Usually goes the other way around.
Brett Gordon. Congratulations, Coach. First time on the sidelines as the head man at your alma mater, and you made a statement today. Congratulations.
It was a special day. I'm just happy for the kids, proud of the players. They bought in from everything we've asked them to do, dating as far back as January when myself and the staff got here. All we talk about is playing to our potential. And that being said, I think we played well on both sides of the ball, but there's still plenty to clean up as we look to move forward in the season.
What is it about this group here? You guys looked prepared, ready to take on the challenge. Harrisburg has a terrific offensive and defensive line. You spread them out wide. You trusted your playmakers. Tell me how it all went well.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of took the approach. I thought they had a pretty good plan early in the game. They were mixing a lot of things up. But the way we practice against the starters as much as we can and make sure that we're getting as much good on good at practice. But I'd say the coaching staff did a great job prepping all positions, both sides of the ball. And then the kids went out and executed when they needed to.
So what's next? I mean, hey, this is game number 1 here. You did a lot of really good things coming out to one of the toughest places in the state to play. And this is the result. Now you go down to Ocean City, New Jersey. What's the next 24, 48 hours going to look like for this group as you start to get ready?
Yes, I want the kids to enjoy the win. I think that's important. But I also want to make sure we understand that we still have a lot of improving to do. So we'll take a look at the film, get with the team over the weekend, and then certainly again on Monday, clean up when we need to, and then get ready for a very good Mount Vernon team come next weekend.
I like your thought on having your team enjoy the win. I hope you do the same. You enjoy it.
I appreciate it, Bob. Thanks. Really good. Thank you.
Brett, thank you. We'll see if we can grab Julian and Gavin here for a post game as well. And here they are. We're just going to keep it live. Gavin?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great. Fantastic. I'm doing good.
Well, it was a terrific game out there. You were slinging it around the yard. Tell me about getting back to playing football after, 9 months of not doing it? And doing it at a high level.
Yeah, it's been great. Coach Gordon came in January, revamped the whole program, from off-season workouts, every day, the whole summer, the whole winter. So it feels great. Our team, we work so hard for this, the coaches, and it's all credit to them. Every coach on the staff been here every practice, giving their full effort, pushing us to be our best, and it showed today.
You can sling it around the yard from sideline to sideline. You can open the field up deep. That's going to be challenging for high school defenses, even ones that have the rushing attack, the pass rush, the defensive backs that this Harrisburg team does. It gives you some confidence, doesn't it, to go out and sling it like that and make somebody guard sideline to sideline.
Yeah, Coach Gordon just makes everybody guard the whole field and the whole length of the field, every part of the field, and our run game has improved so much. Coach Schmidt with the new line coach, I love that guy. Our line is getting better every single week, and the better they get, the better we can run the ball, the harder it is for teams to guard us.
And holding this Harrisburg team to 7 points on the defensive side of the ball, I'm sure you're proud of those guys. Also, they tested you all summer in practice so that when you play a team as talented as Harrisburg, you've seen something like that yourself. Say something about your defense.
Our defense, that's the best group on the team, and I believe our linebackers, Chris Filippo, Jack Lutey, Dylan Clare, Colton, that's the best group on the team, I believe. And they're fast, they're physical, they fly around, and Coach Sowers and they have them boys playing hard. So going against them all summer, I knew it was this today, and their one touchdown, that was on me too on the interception, so I'll take that one, but they played great.
Well, enjoy the win. You deserve it. And we're going to see you on a short week down in Ocean City.
Yes, sir, I'm excited. They got us the past 2 years, but we got Coach Gordon now, so we're ready.
Gavin Sidwar, thanks for doing it.
Thank you.
Great seeing you. Let's get Julian McFadden in here. Another big day for you. It seems like a weekly occurrence with you on this LaSalle football uniform. New season, though. New offense, new coaching staff. How does it feel to get back to it?
It feels really good. I know that team was talking a lot of smack, and they were just talking about they're going to blow us out because it was our team last year wasn't, I wouldn't say as good as this team, but we're way more prepared. The new coaching staff, all of our players are bought in, all the coaches are bought in. I feel like everybody's there every day putting their 100 into it.
Tell me about you. You had at least two touchdowns. I don't know if I missed the third in there. You had a big fourth down gain to keep the sticks moving. It feels like when the moment you want football, and Gavin can get it to you.
Yeah. I mean, those are the plays that I live for. I really love those. And I feel like big players make big plays, and I feel like I'm a playmaker.
You come out to Harrisburg, Julian. It's one of the toughest and most historic venues in the state of Pennsylvania, one of the best programs in the state of Pennsylvania. State semifinal team last year, 3 straight district titles. And you guys have come in with a new identity. How fulfilling is it? And just tell me what you're feeling right now.
I feel really good. Like, I feel like all the work that we put in, like, during the summer, it worked. And just everybody being bought in just helps us out so much. And just the new coaching staff just putting their all into us, even though they just got here.
Well, that's terrific. We'll let you go. We don't want you to miss the bus. It's going to be a quick exit in there, but enjoy this one, and we'll see you on a short week down in Ocean City.
Thank you. Really appreciate you.
Absolutely, Julian. Congrats. Guys?
Oliver, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to enjoy this win, as Coach said, as we look forward to the short week. But what a outstanding performance by LaSalle, Jules McFadden included. I mean, just such a great way to start off this season. They're looking for a state championship run. I think that's really what every high school team looks at, but this is just the perfect way to start it. They come out here, they play a really good Harrisburg team, and they get the win. They get the result in astounding fashion, and I think they're ready to take anyone on at this point.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't have much more to add. Really love Gavin Sidwar giving Coach Brett Gordon the game ball there. Glad we were able to capture that. I think the score speaks for itself. So, on behalf of Oliver Gomez, on behalf of Bob Long, I'm Tyler Kern, and we'll see you next week down the shore.